T-minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Hello, good morning, good evening, wherever you're tuning in, and welcome back to the normal time slot of your favorite ginger of the north, Andrew Faubert, with Live from the Cheap Seats. And again, I am your host, Andrew Faubert, and it is Victory Sunday. Yes, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are victorious once again in a 45-17 stomping of the Miami Dolphins. That's right. No more Dolphins. You might as well go find some cove up in Japan to go crawl into, because you ain't finding no type of help here in Tampa. Slaughtered. And I even thought maybe for some odd reason that these corners would maybe put up a little bit more of a fight on Chris Godwin and company. No! Not a single chance. Not a single chance. Your Tampa Bay Buccaneers are victorious, and now, at least on the offensive side, it is starting to look like it is getting back to the Super Bowl caliber offense that it is. That's right. Remember that we won that thing last year? I ain't going to let nobody forget, because up here in Canada, people like to think that, maybe it didn't happen. Maybe the Buccaneers are just like a one-hit wonder. And you guys were, I don't even know what last year was. It was a COVID year. It doesn't count. Boo-hoo! Boo-hoo. It counts. It counts, Super Bowl 55. It's ours. Now, it looks like pretty damn soon. Possibly Super Bowl 56 is going to be ours, too, if we keep playing the way that we are playing. 45-17. 45-17. We're going to deep dive into all of the numbers, just like the corpses of the Dolphins deep dive to the bottom dwelling depths of the oceans. My God, I got way too many dolphin references for today. I had to keep it nice and easy, obviously, on the title, and even though this is a rated R show. And I'm telling you all right now, when I mean rated R, this is a rated R, okay? This first half of the show, we obviously do the nice professional thing where we ask you to do a few things for us, like, share, and follow not only me, your friendly host, Andrew Faubert, the Ginger of the North, here at Live from the Cheap Seats, but also do me a favor and go to Bucs Report. Hit that like button and do that for me as well. Also, if you please could do me a favor. Oh, hold on. What happened? Sorry. Something. I don't know what happened. Whoa, sorry. If we could go up and do something for me. Sorry, my phone was being very, very weird. Need you all to do this. Text Bucs to 828-800-WINS. Yes, that's right. 828-800-WINS. Attention sports bettors. Today's sponsor, A2S Wins, a company with a 30-year track record of sports betting success, is giving our fans their best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football matchup between the Colts and the Ravens. Yeah, that game. Did you ever hear about that game? They strongly advise everyone to bet on it tonight. Yes, tonight. Because tomorrow they predict the lines will move against them. That's right. It's going to move. Everything moves the next day. So get right on at the right price tonight by texting Bucs. That's right, BUCS to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. Again, Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-8467. And get ATS Wins best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. No obligation, guys and gals. Just a winner you can bank on. Text them. Get that entry in. You're going to love them. You're going to hear about them again later on today. I can tell you that because I was told to. And it's a sponsor. Yeah, that's right. I'm getting sponsored. I'm wrapped up in cords. All right. Let's break this game down. Tom Brady. This man is crazy. 411 yards. 5 touchdowns. And he had another rushing attempt. There's got to be some kind of a line out there for Tom Brady and his rushing attempts now. There's got to be. Every single game, it's got to have gone up. And if I could have gotten to it early, I would have gotten to it early. I promise, but I couldn't. 411 yards, 5 touchdowns. Is this because we have a bad running game still? No. Lenny, 12 carries for 67 yards and a TD. 12 carries, 67 yards, and a TD. We're going to get into my points here in a second. But Bernie, Giovanni Bernard, 4 carries for 21 yards. Rojo had 5 also for 21. Brady, again, with that 1 for 13. The receptions, on the other hand, listen to this. Antonio Brown, 7 for 124 with 2 touchdowns. Mike Evans, 6 for 113 and also 2 touchdowns. Can I get a hell yeah in the chat? Hell yeah. Godwin was 7 for 70. Lenny also 4 for 43. Tyler Johnson, 3 for 42. OJ, 2 for 19. Rojo, Bernie, and Brake coming in the back with a 15, 14, and another 14. And Bernie with that TD. And when I say Bernie, I mean Giovanni Bernard. What is that? Offensive explosion like I told you it would be. Maybe said it would be a little bit closer, obviously. I said maybe 9 points. But the offensive explosion finally happened. Playoff Lenny has finally come out. Let this man eat. On the defensive side here, Jamel Dean coming back from injury, gets the pick. 5 tackles today. Welcome back. Mike Edwards also had a big game with the 5 tackles. Shaq Barrett with the sack and a half. Levante David, and we'll get into him in a little bit here, with the sack. And everybody else bringing up the rear. Devin White with another couple of good tackles in there, making a couple of good stops. All in all, just a general great game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. But great games, as we've seen, can come at a great cost. And at this great cost right now has 2 things. A captain on the offensive side and a captain on the defensive side. We have lost a Luke Kuechly and a GOAT, essentially. Hell, I can even just call him Levante David. We don't know necessarily the status of him. The x-rays came back negative per Jenna Lane. But we don't know if he is actually going to miss time just yet. If we are updated on that tonight, I will let you know ASAP. Tom Brady, on the other hand, he has got a bandage on his right hand, aka thumb area. But he has been quoted of saying it was a football injury. And if he was younger, you wouldn't see him with the bandage on. But now that he's a little bit older, who basically cares? I agree with that. He's going to play through the injury. It's coming to the tail end of his career. And we can only hope that this does not hinder the Buccaneers going forward this year. We got the Falcons, or sorry, not the Falcons. We got the Eagles coming up here on Thursday night. That's right. We have another Thursday night game because we're a kick-ass team this year. Thank you very much. And we are going to continue to be a kick-ass team this year, despite the injuries that are starting to pile up on our team. Also, when you look at our defense, the injuries, man, the injuries are starting to really, we just finally get a cornerback and it's the cost of a linebacker, possibly. That's a little ridiculous. you ask me. I do not want to see this happen at all. We don't necessarily need for this to happen at all either. We're 4-1, or it could very easily be 5-1 by the end of this upcoming week on Friday, before we even get into the weekend. But it's starting to really pile up, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't think any of the Buccaneer fans here like it. Does anyone like it? No. So this is what I have brought up on my notes here. I got a couple of things on my notes that I wanted to go over specifically. Kind of like adding I was right, I was wrong. Because you guys know I'm always going to hold myself accountable. Always going to hold myself accountable. Tonight, your Tampa Bay Buccaneers dominated. Because of the injuries on the defensive side, I thought it might be a little bit closer. I knew we could definitely win this game, and I knew we could definitely flourish because this is a GOAT squad. But I knew it was going to come at a price. I didn't want it to be, obviously, an injury. Was not obviously thinking that either. Thought maybe it would come at the price of the running game or the defensive side having to give up a little bit more points. What we saw today is our defensive line and our linebackers start to finally pick it up. They're finally getting it going. And we're starting to get back to the way that this Super Bowl caliber team is supposed to be playing. These injuries, though, are coming at a bit of an issue. As I say again, I don't want everyone to start freaking out and saying, "Oh, what are we going to do? What do we start doing something drastic?" We don't. What is drastic at this point? That is the one question I want to bring up this year. What is drastic to help, whether it's offense or defense, but what is drastic this year? What would you declare? What would you state to be drastic for your Tampa Bay Buccaneers to go out and do? Make a trade? Free agency pickup? Firing somebody? Something like that drastic? Bringing one of those things up right now, though, is a trade. Is dangling our first round pick, is it worth it? A lot of people want to have this future now. To a lot of the fans here at Bucs Report and to a lot of fans of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, let's be completely honest with ourselves. It's two types of fans. We're not talking the Brady fans. We're not talking the bandwagon jumpers. No, we're talking realism here. Two types of fans. The fans who have been here since 1976, whether they were 9 years old or 90 years old, obviously they are dead and gone, and we salute them for the time that they had. They got to watch some great games. And if you want to see you want to hear some good memories about the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, stay later on because we got some pretty cool stuff coming up for you. But there's the older fans who just want to see as many Super Bowls in the very maybe short life span that they have, or the second fans, the young fans who are just like Patriot fans, who are just like Dodger fans, hell, who are even like Tampa Bay Lightning fans, Tampa Bay fans in general, who are young. There's so much dominance. You don't want to see it go away. Why would you? And to who? The Dolphins? What about not even the Dolphins? Looking even to the future. And I'm talking as like I'm a little kid punk. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get into the mood of it, I guess you would say. Well, you think the Browns are gonna beat us? You think these Bills who Josh Allen just ran it in for a touchdown, which is one off of my bet. All I need is for Josh Allen to for him to throw the 3 touchdowns, and now I got a lot of money. Anyway, you think they're going to beat us? You think the Chiefs are going to get us again? You think the Cardinals are even good? Guess what? If they're not good now, they might be good soon. They might be good enough to beat us soon. We got fans here at Bucs Report who have lived and seen players such as Hardy Nickerson, John Giles. I think I said his first name right. I'm going to get a lot of first name wrongs on a lot of old people. Doug Williams in his prime. I got people waiting in the lobby here who are getting ready for the second part of the show tonight. Start talking some real stuff to get into the goulash here. We got to be realistic here. But also at the same time, one way that you want to divide fans I've seen right now is ask about that first round pick next year, this year, technically. Do we dangle it? Let's assume Jimmy Giles. I see that pop up. Thank you very much, Tim. Let's just assume the worst here for 1 second. Levante David's down and our corners have to be out for a little while. If something becomes available before trade deadline, do we dangle the first rounder? Now think of this. For a couple of weeks before the Stephon Gilmore thing went, everybody who's a fan of the show knows. I said, when it comes to the three that we have, 3 corners. 1 goes down, want to build it in from house, don't touch it, let Ross Cockrell and D. Delaney go at it for that, the slot position or whatever. 2 go down, maybe start looking at the free agency. 3 go down, trade, in my opinion, I'm okay with that. I'm totally okay with that. But don't trade for somebody who's going to come in and take a roster spot from one of these guys anyway for like the foreseeable future. No, bring in a guy or rotation who can produce for this season and then go get paid in the offseason. Do you think we're going to be able to afford Lenny Fournette in the offseason? That's another topic for a different day. But now that we have Levante David down, Devin White is going to be forced to take that major role upon him. And he's going to be able to do it. Damn right he's going to be able to do it. But the reason why Levante David has been so successful in the last couple of years here has been because of Devin White. Devin White also has been successful because of Levante David. Making them play by themselves is almost an overshadowment of, say, someone like Bobby Wagner. Bobby Wagner is still a really good player, but he's had times where he hasn't been to the elite status that he has been because he hasn't had the supporting cast around him. Now he's got 2 other respectively great linebackers around him, but they're getting there. They're young and they're getting there. And he's going to be able to be the same player that he was before. Now, that being said, I don't personally want our first round pick. I don't want it to go and just traded for someone that's not going to be here for a while. If we are, and I'm talking about my own question here, because the question goes out to you, the fans, as well. If some of these injuries end up being, say, worst case scenario, of course, we're talking worst case scenario, which obviously everything on the show is a respectable hypothetical until we get serious, which we technically are as well. The Stephon Gilmore talk didn't necessarily get thrown into Bucs Report till a couple of us were talking about it, one on my show, where I said, if enough injuries happen, we might have to go and do it. Why not? The guy's on a 1-year deal. Go improve. Get some good money later on. Now, it would have to be for the right price, for the right person, for the right whatever you want to call it. But at this point, I think the Buccaneers know that bringing in depth and keeping this squad was one of the best things that they ever could have done. Because had we done the same thing we did in 2002, 2003, we'd be going on the climb again. That also being said, our depth isn't as good as our starters. Our depth is just depth. In some places, yes, tight end. If we had to let O.J. Howard become the lead for a little bit, it might work. Might being the very slight chance, of course, as I see some laughter, not just from the lobby, but from other people across the world laughing at me that O.J. Howard can be a starter. We have to make sure at the end of the day, we do what's best for the situation now. We have drafted very, very well for the future. That we have. Damn rights we have. Wide receivers. Offensive line. defense, just in general. Some of the best people have fallen to us. Joe Tryon, though we didn't get to hear his name too much today. Understandable. There's just, when it comes to winning, in my opinion, and I think other people would agree, saving the picks for the rebuild later on is probably the best thing to do. But all of a sudden, if you mean to tell me that another JPP type situation becomes available for a third or a second round pick, if I'm our GM, I'm doing it, man. If I'm our head coach, I'm saying, hey, we got to start doing things now. We're going to be one of the most elite teams here. And it's not going to last technically forever. When Brady is gone, more than likely Bruce Arians leaves with him. Everybody kind of knows that. I'm not saying anything, anything too crazy here. But that's what is the inevitable future. Brady is going to be gone. Our head coach will probably be gone. A lot of other people will get opportunities. Hell, Brian Leftwich has been looked at right now for an opportunity, like sniffed at, rumored, if you will, at the opportunity of the Jaguars in the offseason because there's a past there. And all of a sudden he's shown to some teams that he is capable of being a head coach. Maybe not to some. I know some people at Bucs Report, even me, I'm like, just like Todd Bowles, I think all of a sudden if you put a head coach between the two and just let them be the best of what they're supposed to be, you get the best of what they're supposed to be. And that's an offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. This team is great. What we did today is amazing. We had some banged up injuries. We had opportunities to lose this game, and we didn't. Hell, the Dolphins at one point, Myles Gaskins, do you understand that on Tuesday when I come on here and have my fantasy football show, and I have to talk about my number one sit, which is still right here, and if you all zoom in, what does that say? Myles Gaskin. Do you know how much points Myles Gaskin put up today? Enough. Okay? I screwed that one up. But also at the same time, when the Buccaneers looked, a little bit vulnerable at some points, they smacked you in the mouth. Just like Tampa Bay Buccaneer fans do. The diehards. And some of you who are watching right now, and some of you guys in the UK who I have found out have been watching this after it is obviously done, and I appreciate you for that. You come to our stadium, Raymond James, all the years before this, and you got the Giants sitting there, all those Giant fans. We dominated your team. I just want to smack them in the mouth every time. Every time. If I was back in the day when I actually had money to spend because I was young and dumb and I didn't have kids, if I would have known that it knew how and had the opportunities like I did now, I would hop on a plane and go smack some Giant fans in the mouth. Why not? Now we don't have to because we do it on the field. So even though we look a little vulnerable in places, we come back and do, which I'm going to take a little bit of credit here. Ready for this? If you go back 4 shows ago, what did I say? The Buccaneers will win the game within the game. Every offensive drive to them is a different game. Every defensive drive to them is a different game. You get smacked in the mouth, you throw an interception, something happens, guess what? You can come back. You have a bad throw, a bad flag. It's not like before where you got to spend a whole quarter or a whole second half to try and get over a mistake. We're way past that. We're fixing our mistakes and getting 13 points half the time off of them. How amazing is that? To you, the fans, that should be something that you absolutely crave. And yeah, I come on these shows, and Rick Hughes comes on the post-game show, And he does a fantastic job to break down everything that has happened. And every single other person here at Bucs Report does a fantastic job breaking down these games. That's what we have to do. We got to find the bad stuff that happens. When you're a fan, though, you get to sit back and enjoy. Where's my 19-1 there? I'm pretty sure I should go through the comments a little bit more tonight, and I do apologize. I've been neglecting a lot of you, and I do apologize. But I know my 19-1 is going to pop up here at some point. Like, this is the greatest team, except for the 0-2 defense. This is me. We're kicking ass again. We're fixing our mistakes. We're winning the games within the game. Is there really anything more to talk about with these Dolphins? Besides all the different types of jokes I wanted to say about the Dolphins. And I wrote them all down on a piece of paper, and I was like, that's too harsh. That's too harsh. That's too harsh. WWF would come after me. I hope it's Vince McMahon. And then I got told that's not even what that is anymore. So, like, you see how old I am? Or young or whatever? I don't even know. Your Buccaneers right now kicking some major ass. And yeah, we're banged up. And yeah, Thursday, I'm not going to lie, it's not going to be easy. Andrew, it's the Eagles. Eagles just beat one of our divisional rivals. Who some people may say, yeah, Andrew, but that now we're seeing who the Carolina Panthers are. Totally agree. 100% agree. 110% agree. Carolina Panthers are the best mid team out there. And soon they will be the best. We're either just missing a quarterback or one good smack in the mouth before we're a dominant team. They're a little bit away from that, I think, right now. But this year, they're probably going to be the best mid team we've seen. That's why I still got them going 6-11. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. When we go against the Eagles here, we're going up against a running quarterback. And my favorite running back out of the draft here, Kenneth Gainwell, who is also doing everything that I've wanted. There it is right there. My 19-1. Fred Moore. Boom. Thank you. Thank you, Fred. Knew you would pop up and give me that. We'll keep it going, Fred. We'll keep it going. We are going up against the Eagles, whose offense is actually really good, respectively. They got a lot of speed. And that may actually harm us a little, especially if Levante David isn't playing, which we don't know the status yet. And if we are still banged up on the cornerback position, that is also going to be an issue. It's the inevitability here, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens when we are the best. The best have to eventually fall. The only question is, who's going to be the ones that make us fall? Who is the ones that are going to make us fall? We fall to the Rams, and all of a sudden everybody gets, they lost to the Cardinals. And then you still later on in the season, you do that trifecta of this team lost to this team, but beat this team, and this team beat this team, but lost to this team. Any given Sunday, one win against a certain team for certain group of players may be enough for them to last them a whole season if they're a crappy team, and may be the win that puts them over the hump if they're a great team. If you're watching the Kansas City Bills game right now, are you not hoping deep down in a weird way that, and you're probably saying this yes as a fan, no as a Buccaneers fan, that the Bills kind of click and actually start getting this together? Isn't that going to be kind of fun, but also kind of... They beat the Chiefs here. That might all of a sudden be the turning point for this squad. They find a way to just dismantle this defense of the Kansas City Chiefs and find a way to withhold their offense just a little bit. You not think that's enough for Josh Allen and them just to go absolutely crazy? You think so? Even Johnny Dean just said down in the comments, I absolutely want the Bills to click in this game. Yes, I agree. Because as a Buccaneers fan right now, we got some of the best football against some of the best teams last year, and we still came out victorious. In my short little time span here on Earth, I've only seen a little bit of that when I was in grade 5, 6, and 7, sorry, at the height of our domination, 2002, 2003 era. I never since then saw what everybody got to see necessarily live. We lived it. And we're still going to live it. The question going forward now is, how do we deal with it? Again, going back to this Eagles game, we are expected to win. The line's going to go crazy. Hell, when me and Rick do the Against the Spread show on Wednesday, I think right now, if I look at my bets, I'm 8-6. Not my best week. Still not my worst week, but still not my best week. Everybody win some, lose some, because it's any given Sunday. The Eagles are going to come in with a game plan against this Tampa Bay Buccaneers team. Jalen Hurts is a young quarterback with an opportunity to become the starter of the Philadelphia Eagles for a period of time to come. And they have proven, again, a lot of people here at Bucs Report have even had to, right now anyway, been like, maybe the Eagles aren't as bad as we think they are. And there's a couple of people out there, who have said the same thing. It is what it is. It is what it is. Some teams win and some teams don't. That's just how eventually it goes. And when it comes to the betting on it, especially against, like the Eagles and the Buccaneers this year, or against this game, coming up, the over might be fun. Because what I'm starting to see is a little bit of a trend where the Buccaneers against the bad to the mid teams are still putting up a decent amount of points. It is, it is what it is. The Eagles are going to do good. They're going to come up against our defense pretty well. Problem is, for us, they got a lot of healthy guys. I see Fred saying down there and Johnny saying some stuff. Miami had a plan also, Fred. No, everyone's got a plan for us. Problem is their plan only got them 17 points. And as Rick actually said in the last show there, if you were told that the Buccaneers are going to give up 17 points every single game and we just have to cover that, make sure we get 20 points every game. Are you comfortable with that? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I will double it, dude. Hell, I'll give you 35 points every single game at this point. I don't give a 34. Yeah, 34. I don't give a shit. Part of my language. That's me talking as a cocky Buccaneer fan right now. Because it is what it is. But also, when it comes to your betting, okay? If you want to get some good betting lines here, ladies and gentlemen, boom. Gonna text Bucs to ATS. That's right. Attention sports bettors. Today's sponsor, ATS Wins. A company with a 30-year track record of sports betting success is giving our fans their best bet on tomorrow's night football matchup between the Colts and the Ravens. What? They strongly advise everyone bet on it tonight because tomorrow they predict the line will move against them. Obviously, get the right bet at the right price tonight by texting Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. Again, Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. And get ATS Wins best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. No obligation, ladies and gentlemen. Just a winner you can bank on. I thank him for sponsoring my show. Professional, Andrew. God damn it. Speaking of professional, Brady kind of kept it professional on the podium. Trying to brush it off, in my opinion. Yeah, we don't need to really talk about this. Do we need to really talk about this hand of mine? I'm an old man. I'm going to be fine. Buccaneers are going to brush off these injuries. Bruce Arians is going to brush off these injuries. This is just what is going to happen. We can't let these injuries bother us now. Okay? We can't. If we start letting that, when it comes to, say, like the Brady and the main stuff, can't let it bother us, but we do have to understand. Again, when I talk about, dangling that first round pick, it's just to see what's out there. Hell, I know all of us want to be GMs one day, or at least be coaches, trainers, whatever it would be. I would love nothing more than to just be a GM or a person who is around a GM who just gets to hear some of the offers that are thrown into you every single day and not be able to hear the ones that you actually majorly debate about, like the 4 or 5 that are never actually come to be, where you hear the major rumors and no one ever wants to admit to them. This Buccaneer squad for the rest of the year is going to do everything in their power to get this ring, injuries or not. If you look at, say, the trends right now, and I hate to admit this, it's a shot at all of us, really. I'll say the old guys here at Bucs Report. It's a shot at all of us. The social media trends are kind of now been in favor of the young guys, the young fans. Richard Sherman, the Stephon Gilmore. Why are we not trading for C.J. Henderson? We're all starting to think the same thing. And it's a beautiful thing if you really think about it, that we all have this beautiful platform, which is just called the internet, that we can all sit there and finally talk about it. There's still some dumbasses out there, but we don't need to talk about that. What we are talking about here tonight is your Tampa Bay Buccaneers being 4-1, 4-1. Pretty soon to be 5-1. In my opinion, come Thursday night. And I can tell you right now, we are looking good. We're looking damn good. I'm nervous. I am nervous. That's just me, though. Everyone at Bucs Report knows, Andrew, you don't have to be nervous. Everybody knows it's just me. I'm always going to be nervous until the end of the year. And that's where you get me, right over there. And I'm always going to remember this little corner. 31-9, breaking down in tears for at least 12 minutes. I could not control myself. Man, I could not control myself. But oh my goodness gracious, what a fun experience everything was. My goodness gracious, what a fun experience everything was. And what a fun experience everything this year is going to be. This right now, okay? It looks bad. Maybe for the defense and the injuries. But everything else right now is perfect. It's everything you could ask for as a Buccaneers fan. We're not losing. We're not losing. This isn't a losing culture anymore. We've talked about that before. This is not a losing culture. Let's get to some of the fans here tonight before we bring in some of the guests here tonight. We're going to get some of the Miscreant Mayhem, which, hold on, ready? Welcome to the Miscreant Mayhem, and you can join them on Saturdays at 9 p.m. only on Bucs Report. That's right, only on Bucs Report. Oh, because we can't share them in enough spaces right now because we are only limited in what StreamYard does. But join Matt, Steven, and Teresa, all talking the Bucs Report and all the up-and-coming news and updates for the current games, especially if they're on Sundays, to get the prime spot, and I love it. I love coming home on Saturday nights when they get to sit there and talk about Buccaneers the day before most of the games, even though this year most of the games are like in prime time, so we get Thursdays and all that other fun crap. Great show on the other hand. Love joining in when I get a chance to pop in. You can also tune in on Mondays and Fridays for all the Buccaneers shows. Rick Sprance, which I think I got to take this one down. He might be mad at me. Don't care. Or Tuesdays, whatever it is. Buck What You Heard is also on Wednesdays, Gene Thomas, and Fridays. Oh, excuse me. And he also talks Buccaneers. You can see them on Wednesdays and Fridays. You can also see Jacob Charnow talk about his New York Jets and how much they suck. Sorry, Jacob. On what is that? Was it Tuesdays? Yeah, also on Tuesdays. Johnny B also with the Out of Bounds show. And I got to get a little thing for Johnny Dean and Alex Loosemore for the other show, which is the NFL edition, which I should have sent a link to Alex. Somebody send a link to Alex. He's going to love it, which I'm going to do right now because I want to hear from you, the fans. This is why we're going into the comments here. I want to hear from you, the fans, tonight. That's right. Beautiful chance for you to pop in tonight. Be with us when we do the goulash. Cannot wait to do this goulash. The goulash is probably going to come up in about half an hour. Next half an hour is basically all Bucs, all fans, all talk, whatever you guys want to basically talk to. We'll get through the fans, and then we'll get in some of our guests, ladies and germs. Patrick Church, thank you for joining in tonight, buddy. I hope LVD is okay. I also agree. Cannot lose LVD. Think we can all agree on that. Ben Parrish, thank you for tuning in, my brother. See, look, I'm wearing the same type of shirts you are, man. I'm just definitely not. I am skinny as all fudge here, man. Jesus. 4-1 and first in the NFC South. Let's effing go. What is up, Andrew? Thank you for tuning in tonight, buddy. And to everybody else, like, share, and pound the like, share button. And follow me at Andrew Faubert on Twitter. And also here on Box Report for all of your content that I can give you whenever the heck I am live. Praying for a quick recovery for LVD 100%. I think we all are too, buddy. All the way through. Hoping for a great recovery for LVD. I want him to play on Thursday, personally. Our receivers ate all day. And I'm going to admit it. I was wrong on it. I thought all that money spent could have actually maybe done a little bit better, but no, I was wrong. We tore him up, and I love it. Nice. I shared the correct show this time. Thank you, Johnny Dean, for tuning in. AB is unstoppable. You know what? Again, another one where I was kind of wrong. I'm like, maybe we don't need AB. We can use Tyler Johnson. Nah, for this year and maybe even next year if we still got Brady, we need AB. Right in that slot position. Everybody else can wait. Lenny looked good and caught the ball. You're damn right he did. Carl Hardy, thank you for tuning in. Says, hell yeah. That's right, because I told everybody, can I get a hell yeah in the comments? Oh, I love you all. High sprain on Barkley. I know, Adam. Thank you for tuning in, my Giants fan. And all the Giants talking about smacking y'all in the mouth. It's never on you, buddy. You know that. You are my favorite Giant fan. But yeah, high sprain. Not good for Saquon Barkley. Certainly didn't hinder him today. No, sir. Can't take the initiative. Negative results seriously. Gronk initial x-rays and stuff were negative, and he's still out. This is also very true, Tim Witherspoon. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Yeah, all those injuries, though, like they could all be like little 1 week, little bang-ups. Who knows? I just get a little worried. Bills and Chiefs, two heavyweights going at it. That is true. I bet not a lot of money, but the little money that I still had on my account, I cut it in half and went and put it all on this game on different little things. So hopefully I can win a little bit. I just need Josh Allen to start throwing a little bit more here. It's so hard to win a Super Bowl. While we have the GOAT, we need to do all we can to win now. See, and that's the thing. I agree. If we have the GOAT and we have the squad right now, I'm all for maybe dangling a second, maybe a first if it's the right player in the right situation for, helping us win now. That also being said, JPP situation and trades aren't going to be falling into our lap anymore because we are a successful team. That's just the inevitability. Or that maybe I'm using that word wrong, but yeah, I am using that word wrong. The Jimmy Giles, yes, I was right. Jamal Dean back today and have a good game with an interception after ball went through receivers' hands. Hells yeah. Just payback for all the times that it's happened to him. Levante has always been elite there. You're damn right he has. Having a winning team means we draft towards end of round. Not a good idea to give up two draft picks, in my opinion. You're also not wrong. Like I said, I'm kind of in the middle of it as well. I agree with giving it up, and I also disagree because I like to have our draft picks because all of a sudden Joe Tryon falls into our lap and Kyle Trask falls into our lap. So I do agree. But also at the same time, too, like I said, if it's to help to win absolutely now, I'm all for let's win now. So our backup quarterback has 50 touchdowns and 47 picks in his career. That's true. With what money, though? That's a very good point, Patrick Church. I'm not even going to debate that. It's a very good point. But after this little Super Bowl window that we have, we are going to be losing some key players. That's just the way it is. We are going to probably lose more players than, say, what the Saints had to lose. And at the end of the day, that we would probably still have, we probably actually would have money. Sorry, as I fix myself here. We probably actually would have some money. and it could help get some players who want to come into this culture because, they would want to win. But you're also not wrong. There it is. 19-1. Boom, Fred Moore. Hells yeah. I absolutely want the Bills. That's right. So profound of me. I know. That's why I absolutely love this show. Love this show. Because after a certain time, I'm allowed to let loose. Miami had a plan also. I know. Did you hear Arian Spresser? I did not yet. No, I was putting the kids to sleep, getting everything ready for this show. As one of our guests are in the background, I was also probably just singing my face off. Did anyone bet the under on the Chargers game? Not me. I bet the Chargers in the -1. Anyone agree with me that Cockrell has really stepped up? Thank you. It's what this is the reason again. One starter goes down, do it from within. Cockrell steps in. 2 guys go down, can understand grabbing a free agent, still want to go within because then you get D. Delaney and Cockrell. 3 guys go in. Obviously, you want to make a trade. I'm totally for that at this point as well. That's me. But this is what I mean. Even some of the fans here on the show are now agreeing and starting to see. We just let the people from within start stepping up. All of a sudden, it looks like they're going to do a really good job. And Cockrell has. Ben Parrish, hell yeah. Damn right. Special thanks to Winners and Winers and Deck Bar and Grill at Isla. Yes, thank you all again. All right, let's bring on the man, the myth, the legend, a guy who I want to get his take on the game, anything that I have missed, obviously, and a guy who is 1/3 of the Miscreant Mayhem. And one of the reasons I wanted to do this tonight, the goulash later on, which is probably going to come in about 20 minutes, it's just some stuff in there that he is absolutely going to love. My man from Oklahoma, a big old Thunder fan, Matt from OKC. How are we doing tonight, my brother?
We're waiting out the storm. We're going through that cycle where hot air goes away, cold air comes in behind it, and here in Oklahoma, that equals hailstorms and tornadoes and stuff. There's so many colors on the local radar right now. It looks like a Biden picture. It should be worth about $500,000. That's all I got to say about it. But yeah, I live in a place where legend says there was some kind of medicine doctor way back in the day of the indigenous people living here that did some kind of thing. And so our valley doesn't get hit, which is good.
All right. I mean, that works, yeah.
Yeah. If you buy into it, you'll buy a house here. If you don't believe it, you'll just rent. That's the way it is. But talking tennis ball hail, that's heavy duty stuff, man. Heavy duty stuff. So it would be almost like the Bucs whooping that we gave the Dolphins if the weather comes through like it's talking about. We'll get crushed. But anyway, I'm failing miserably tonight. It sounds like I'm just flat.
No. I literally just was sharing a couple of places and I was like, I'm gonna just let him go here for a second.
Yeah. Well,
no. The hail, hey, we just had some hail come in a couple of days ago over here too, and yeah, I'm just not looking.
Do you get that in Canada?
Oh yeah, no, we do, especially where I'm at. We definitely get hail. We have rain right now going on, and it within a second could also turn into rain. So,
well, they got storm chasers here. Do you have those up in your neighborhood?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so this guy's doing an on-spot report in Norman, Oklahoma. And as he's talking, his windshield is just getting beat to hell and broke up about 6 or 7 places, all during his little hit. It's like, my windshield is getting damaged. Boom, 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 boom. That's why I have a garage.
Yeah, I don't like. Up here we have we kind of have that, but also at the same time, we've had what was it? They called it, I think, Black Friday, which is not necessarily a great thing to call it now, but in 1987, a tornado went literally straight through Edmonton and caused a lot of damage. So,
really,
yeah,
I would never even. I don't think of tornadoes when I think of Canada. But
Well, see where you're at, like Oklahoma, and Nashville and all that. They kind of got like that plains look at some places, right? And you
yeah,
guys get tornadoes. That's kind of like Alberta is just flat. Saskatchewan as well is just flat, but Alberta and some parts of Saskatchewan are just like Tornado Valley.
really.
Yeah.
Well, we got something in common then. How about that?
Yeah, and our love for the Thunder. So
Good Thunder. Thunder up, baby.
Hells
They won
yeah.
real. They hired the Florida Gators coach,
Yep.
and I was all happy.
Yeah, no, I
And
was.
then got rid
Go
of
ahead.
KD and got rid of all the prima donnas and got rid of all the rings we were going to get. Got rid of all the trophies we were going to earn.
Okay, stop it. Speaking of stop it, when do you think at one point the Miami Dolphins just basically said, all right, like we're done. Like we want to go home. Like, is this a bad
You know
team, do you
what?
think?
The Dolphins,
Yeah.
they're having bad luck. They're having bad luck.
Yes, thank you.
Because there's a lot of things that wouldn't have happened today if Tua was in there and all these other players that were not able to play. They have a plan. They're kind of like where Carolina's at. Carolina's got the groundwork of a really good team on one side of the ball, and Sam Donald is turning into the Sam Donald from the Jets, and that's where they're getting killed. If they had kept Teddy Bridgewater, you might not see this problem. However, the point is they're a quarterback away, it seems like, up in Carolina, and I think Miami's a couple of players out before they get to where they need to be. But I wouldn't look at them every week and say, oh, that's a laydown. Somebody's going to beat the hell out of them. That's not the situation.
No.
It's like you said, any given Sunday. This week, if the whole game played like the third quarter again, we'd have lost. Because this is the second week in a row that we came out of halftime. Everybody was just lazy until the fourth quarter. And then it all gets turned on. And that is a troubling trend. We ought to start that on our show. Troubling trends that I see that I don't have an answer for. You know, It's just, why does it take so long to come out of halftime? I just don't get that. I don't understand it. And I guess it's good for ratings so people don't say, oh, this will blow out and move on to a different game. But I can't imagine that we're coaching that way. No. So we have our issues with the secondary. But like you said, you've got guys that came in off the bench that sucked like badly 2 weeks ago. But with our coaching staff and the ability to drive in on one player and get them worked out, it's starting to show dividends. Because, like you said, what's his name, Cockrell? He did pretty well today.
Man, did he ever do good?
Yeah, it was against the Dolphins, but still, they held their ground, and then when they needed to really clamp down and shut it down, they did that in the fourth quarter. I just don't know why we can't do that in the third quarter and put up 40 points before fourth quarter starts, and then put Brady on the bench with a broken thumb, or a bruised up thumb, or whatever his problem is.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on like a full report on it, but as of right now, I think it's just like maybe like a laceration. It's Sports Illustrated or something like that said it was like bummed up pretty bad, and I'm like,
what does that mean?
That exactly. That's why I'm like, I'm just gonna wait until I get like a full report here. So it's wrapped up. That's all we basically got on that right now. So,
well, it's better than the quarterback from the Seahawks. At least it wasn't disfigured and twisted and turned over like that. He just kind of busted his thumb up on the guy. Hopefully, it'll just be a bruise. But if he comes in on Thursday and he's got a bad thumb and he can't throw as often, Lenny is starting to show. And if we could do that, then we're in business.
Did I not say 2 weeks ago that I'm like, either and I even held myself accountable too. I was like, I got to give myself another way out of this as well. But I was like, we're either in the off season, like we're drafting or trading for a damn running back because I'm tired of this.
Right.
Or you just let Lenny fucking eat. Just let him eat. If he's going to carry the ball 25 times and he gets you 67 yards, who the hell cares? Last year he carried the ball like almost, I think it was just over 20 times. And he didn't get you 100 yards. This year he only carries it 12 and he got 67. Are you happy now, Buck fans?
Yeah, and then they got Bernard, who seems like he could never go straight into the end zone. He's got to go into it with a flip or being knocked down or whatever the hell it is.
Yep.
But he's getting in the zone. That's good news for the Bucs and bad news for Rojo, because you were talking about a trade package. There's the guy. Get him out of here and trade out for a linebacker or secondary guy, whatever we need to do. But
problem with that though, unless of course, and I agree, like you whatever value. Some people may come into the comment section and be like, "Well, I'd be like last week. Like what value does Rojo have? It'd be the same thing as what value does freaking OJ Howard have?" Well, running back is a little different than tight end in this situation. But I actually lean with you where I'm like, listen, if for some odd reason Adrian Peterson was ready to come in and be, say, the second back that Rojo's doing, literally 5 carries a game and maybe go for 2 catches and just do that when needed right now, and Bernard still is the third down back, put Lenny in a little package or Rojo in a little package. I'm okay with it. I'm not going to lie.
And people are saying we're coming up with the money. You got to remember that I think it was Ali Marpet restructured 2 weeks ago so that we could get Sherman in here and somebody else. And we were planning on the dude in New England, and that our legs got cut out from under us. But we do have a gap that we can fill. And the way they're writing contracts now is 18 voidable years and $100,000 guaranteed, and people are jumping all over that. So I don't know if Adrian Peterson's the answer, but if we needed to do something like that, I don't see a reason why Keyshawn Vaughn couldn't get more of a moved up a little bit higher. Let Rojo go, figure out what we need to do to get him out so we can get fixed up a little bit. We only have about 3 more weeks of this stuff, and then after the bye week, if everything stays the way it is, we should have everybody back for the run at the end of the year.
Yes.
So we're treading water right now. Yeah, we're treading water right now, but we're doing surprisingly well with people that we're having to work with. All things considered, Sherman's only been here 10 days. 10 days.
Yeah, right?
You know, I dated girls longer than that. So
right when I take a drink, man. Damn it. Yeah, no, Sherman, I'm not gonna lie. Like a lot of people have said, well, okay, Sherman has come in, he's done okay, blah blah blah, but he hasn't actually done man coverage. Can you really show me a time that he's done man coverage even when he was in Seattle? Like, come on now.
Not in the last 5 years.
Exactly. Understand what we're getting right now. So, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, Rick Hughes was in a Facebook post. I don't know if he wrote it or somebody else did, but he commented about why people think our defense sucks so bad. And here's my rationale to it. We are now expected to win every game. When we lose, it's an oddity because of the Brady and all the power that we got on the offensive side of the ball.
Yep.
People are completely unrealistic about what to expect right now. You got Fred up there talking about 19-1. It's not going to be 19-1. You got to get used to it.
He's just gonna. I think he's just gonna do that. Obvious, yeah. But I love him.
He's doing that to bug me because I went on a rant after his ass one time.
Oh,
about
really?
That 20-1 thing. Yeah.
Yeah, fair. But I personally love it. I even told him that too. I'm like, honestly, if you keep coming into my comment section and just dropping it every single time we win and keeping it going, I'm gonna love you and call you out every time in a good way. And wait, is that Stephon Diggs almost going into the damn end zone? Run, damn it, next time.
I'm talking too much. I got to watch the game on my phone because I'm watching the tornado on the TV.
Oh,
but anyway, yeah, this is serious business. They got a play-by-play guy out there showing, okay, 17 minutes and 32 seconds. You need to be in your basement if you live in this little town of Punksville, Oklahoma.
Oh,
and dear. Those people don't have basements. They got trailers. That live in those little rat towns, you know? So anyway, what was I saying? It was going to be so eloquent. I was going to make a point. Damn it!
So I was going to tell you something. It's funny that you brought that up because someone. Oh my gosh, It was a Twitter post back in like 2000, I don't know, 2009, 2008. And it was someone, not Oklahoma, but it was another southern state. There was a bad tornado that went through, and a lot of people were like, there needs to be a fix for this. Like, there needs to be something we can do. Like, there just needs to be some sort of foundation that we can do to stop these trailers from blowing away. And obviously some people took it as like a joke, right? Like, haha, like, what are you going to do? Like a tent, like peg it down like a tent. Like, that's funny, right? Someone
They do that.
Well, no, they do. But someone actually came out with like a brilliant idea and goes, what if you dig underneath the trailer park, obviously, if you were allowed to, but you dug underneath and your foundation was a sea can. Because they're having issues with sea cans being now like a littering point. Like, they're basic, you can use them as basements or anchors for, say, mobile homes. Because what you do is you just dig them out to the platform, cover it up to where it would be. You drill in, essentially, connect the sea can to the mobile home. And that 8-foot clearance is enough where, like, if it's going to pull or anything like that, or the 2 feet variance, whatever they were talking about on the video, it wouldn't actually pull. And a lot of people laughed at it. And now someone actually went and did it and now has like a whole tunnel system for a whole mobile park somewhere in like Maine or whatever. And yeah.
Well, here's the deal though. When you're talking about tornado weather, you're talking about aluminum cans. I mean,
yeah.
God bless them. If all you can afford is a double wide and 2 acres of land, you're doing better than me. I'd like to have land, but anyway, the point is, you're doing what you're living how you want to live, right?
Yeah.
So, if you anchor the frame of a trailer, which they do in Florida, they've been doing it since the 70s. They have these things called hurricane clamps, and they're basically a strip of steel on a bolt, and they put in like 12 of them around a single wide at different points to keep the trailer from picking up and going somewhere.
Yeah.
But trailers are not structurally designed for 115 mile an hour wind with trees in it banging all over them. Expect that to last. That's why when you see a trailer park get hit by a tornado, it looks like a freaking bomb went off because everything explodes.
Well, see, and this is kind of funny because we could transition this back to the Buccaneers. This kind of goes to like the Dolphins. Your defense can't keep dealing with this type of ass spanking, man. But I understand that you drafted Tua. I understand that you got some good wide receivers. But here's the thing. Unless Tua starts picking it up, they're going to do the Deshaun Watson trade more than likely. I can see that coming.
Yeah.
But also
somebody
at the
picked him up in the fantasy league this week.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, that was you? Good job.
Yeah, that was me.
They need
Stick
an
him on the bench,
offensive
see what
line.
happens.
They need an offensive line as well. Like, they definitely need to make sure that they get an offensive line down there in Miami because they're just going to get ass spanked. They really are.
We went through that here in Tampa for a couple of years, but more than a couple. So you only get so many picks in a draft anyway, and only so many of those are going to work out. You have to start doing what we did, which you start at the line. From the football, you get your offense and your defensive line together, and then spread out from that. You got a running back, you get a linebacker, you get a secondary guy, you get a safety, and build around all of that. But it takes several years, obviously, to make that happen. And you have to live through it. What are you laughing at now? What he said?
I'll pop it up.
Falling. You're never gonna win again. It's not that.
No, I just saw it pop up and I was like, "That's hilarious."
Yeah, we should be 7-1 at the end of this run that we're going through right now.
Oh hell!
The only one I think Sanford or New Orleans is going to be a problem, but it depends on which Jameis shows up.
Well, I also like, and I'm not changing my picks. Obviously, I'll say the picks with Bucs report and stuff like that, but my actual picks are locked in. And my losses that I had the Buccaneers having this year are against the New Orleans Saints in week 8 and against the Patriots in week, 4? And I'm pretty sure that was it. I think I had the Buccaneers going 15-2, maybe 14-3. I'd have to double check. It's in here somewhere. But yeah, I do think that they're going to have a problem with them too. And we're going to have everybody hop on that freaking train and be like, Jameis Winston.
Oh my God.
Just like, hey, I love Keith to death because he went on Rick's show too, and he was just like, hey, everybody, you still want Jameis Winston? And it's like, I told all you. I have a coworker, actually. I kid you not, my coworker. He's a young kid, sells herbal essences exactly where I do too, and he has a Jameis Winston jersey. Brought it out with him on the weekend and stuff like that, and everybody started making, kind of some cracks and this, that, and everything else. He was there with a couple of Saints fans. And they actually thought he was like mocking them. But he's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. They're like, Jameis Winston's part of the Saints. He's like, nah, man, what are you talking about? He's eating dubs on the Bucs. And they're like, do you not follow football? And he's like, not really, man. Like, Winston eating dubs. Like, what are you talking about? And then they showed him, and he was just like, what the hell?
He didn't know that he'd been traded to New Orleans?
No, and it was funny because when we had I think a 6-hour shift together, and I enlightened him. He was like, "Whoa, I missed a whole season or something, man. Like, what the hell?"
Man, I think he needs a new line of work. I think he's dipping into the product. That's just crazy.
He's a basketball guy. He's like, like how we are with the football and stuff. He is diehard basketball. Like I talked some lines and some numbers with him, and he was just like bang, 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 bang. And I'm like, ooh, I'm getting you on for the basketball show. That's going to be fun. But
I'm not a basketball guy anymore. I might watch the
Thunder Up.
No, I'm protesting the NBA because of a lot of different things, but it's not the NBA I grew up with. And I guess I'm just going to have to cut down on all the stuff that interests me because I only have so much brain space for it.
No, no, don't do that. Don't do that.
That's the way I have become.
No.
But what I was getting at before,
go ahead.
Rick Hughes's comment about why are people crying about the defense all of a sudden. It's really a situation where our offense leaves you with nothing to bitch about except the running game, basically.
Yeah.
And so this is kind of a bad side of the Brady effect. Brady gets all the credit for the good shit that goes on with the offense. And the defense, regardless of how intelligent the fan might be as far as how football works and what to expect realistically, they see that they're letting the other team move up and down the field, which is a concern. But you brought it up earlier. If we could get 17 points on every team, we'll beat every team. If we give 17 points to every team, we'll beat all of them because that's an incredibly low number. And I think that the 02-03 Bucs, that was their mark. I think it was like 14 to 17 or something like that. Points allowed.
Yeah.
It was really, really low.
I have all those
again.
I have all those notes somewhere too. my bit. What was that? My first or second ever live from the cheap seats, maybe third episode ever, where I basically spanked everybody in the mouth for ever assuming that any defense was ever better than the 02 Buccaneers.
Yeah, and the guys in the game today were doing the talking. I forget who it was. I think it might have been Romo. Was it Tony Romo?
It was Romo. It was nice hearing Romo again. Yeah.
See, I don't like him.
That's okay. That's okay. I like when he predicts the plays personally.
Oh yeah, that part is amazing that he can look at the offense and set and say, look out for this. This is a number 1, number 2 receiver.
Yeah.
One of them's going to get open in the flat. And it happens like that.
Yeah.
But he irritates me when he does replays, when they throw the red flag and they got to do a review. And he's like, sounds like he's taking a crap in the porta-john or something. Did he get the ball? Well, maybe. I don't know. Is it a catch? I don't know. And
actually, here's a good question for everybody in the comment section who's also listening. Here's a quick one. Who would you rather be for your the commentator for the Buccaneers, say, for every single game from now on? Ready for this? Tony Romo or Joe Buck?
Oh, God.
You can only pick one. I know we're not doing the goulash too early here. We'll probably do that in you'll probably do that in about 20 minutes, which if you guys want to pop in, Matt already got a sneak peek of like one half of the goulash tonight. And it's going to be fun, eh?
Yeah, I'm going to have to do some research on that because you got me at a disadvantage. I'm looking at jerseys. I'm not looking at names. And numbers don't click up here. See, I don't remember all of the guys.
That's okay.
I remember the build. Well, I remember who it was that looked like that. like for instance, Kevin House or Jimmy Giles or something of that nature. But I don't remember numbers very well, and that's why those kind of things they give me a headache a little bit. However, I was hoping Johnny Dean was in here so we could really do that because, well, he'll screw it up. It'll take him 25 minutes just to read it. He'll have to get the goldfish bowl in front of the screen and get bigger.
Won't take him that long. Get out of here. But no, I got the goulash tonight. Like I'm scrolling through it right now is what I'm doing. I had to go through last week and be like, I got some that I can keep. I got some towards the end that could fire me. I got some in here that I got fans of other teams that are going to get so ticked off. Like dude, this issue of the goulash tonight is just absolutely, it's going to be beautiful. So I need everybody in the comment section tonight to do me two things, right? I need you to, let me know who you would rather have being the commentator for the Buccaneers going forward. Obviously, it's not going to happen, but you have to pick between Tony Romo or Joe Buck. Tampa Bay Buccaneer commentator going forward, you can only pick one, is Joe Buck or Tony Romo. And
a sidekick?
And a sidekick. Yeah, just any sidekick or both. If someone will go hashtag both, and like personally, I wouldn't mind that, but I know some people would be like, yeah, like you. Like, yeah.
Actually, Joe Buck doesn't bother me that much. I mean, I've been listening to him for so many years that I don't get as involved with the play-by-play people as some people do. People hate Chris Collinsworth because he doesn't like the Bucs.
Okay,
but I don't really have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with Al Michaels either. But
I don't have a problem with any of them. I really don't.
If you really want to know my view on it, I think Troy Aikman hates the Bucs. I think Troy Aikman doesn't want to see us ever win a game because it just twists his ass. He doesn't know what to think when we're doing well.
You're not wrong, dude.
That's Joe Buck's side boy there. So
Joe Buck's side boy. So yeah, drop that in the comment section today. Let me know, Joe Buck or Mr. Tony Romo. If you can only have one person being the Buccaneers commentator going forward. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for 2 seconds because I was looking at the scoreboard.
Why can't we put Gene on Gene Deckerhoff on there? I mean, that's the voice of the radio, Bucks.
Because everyone would pick Gene Deckerhoff then.
You're damn right they would, because the guy knows what he's doing. He's a national idol as far as Bucs fans go. Yeah.
Now the other thing I want you guys to do, we won't do it obviously right when you drop it into the comment section, but I want you guys, if you're ready for the goulash tonight, just to go hashtag goulash into the comment section and let me know if you want that. Also, if you want some betting, wrong one. That was for you though. Text Bucs to 828-800-WINS. Because yes, Attention Sports Bettors today's sponsor, ATS. That's right, I got a sponsor. Woohoo! A company with a 30-year track record of sports betting success is giving our fans their best bet on tomorrow night football matchup between the Colts and the Ravens. Man, that's going to be a good game. Not going to lie. They strongly advise. I do. I actually do think that's going to be a good game. I do. They strongly advise, though, everyone to bet on it tonight because tomorrow they predict not only Carson Wentz's ankles to change, but they will. The line will also move against them as well. Get it right. Bet at the right price tonight by texting Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. Again, Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-800. So sorry, 828-800-9467. And get ATS Wins best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. No obligation, just a winner you can bank on, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right.
What was the score of the Cowboys game today?
Like 44-20, I think.
Yeah. So I was just going to say I called that text today early, like noontime or whatever, and they gave me the Sunday afternoon game, which was the Cowboys.
Okay.
And it was over under was 54 points at that time, and if you had taken that as the over, obviously you're going home with a little bit of change in your pocket. Yeah. So I don't think it's a bogus thing. I think they know what they're talking about. So you might want to get on there, and it doesn't take nothing but a text message, and then you can look at it and show your wife and get her to give you $5 or whatever and get your deal done.
Hells yeah. Everybody at Bucs Report texted in today. I know my fiance texted in today. I forgot to text. I'm going to text in later so the boss doesn't hate me forever. But yeah, that's what you can do. This game that we also got going on right now, I'm just looking at a couple of things because my phone keeps going off like mad. This touchdown here, Josh Allen, who did he send it to? Knox? Damn it. Looking at my fantasy football team, I got like a long ways to go in like one of these leagues here. And I'm praying that I can squeeze into it, but it's not looking too good.
It's not looking good.
It's not looking too good. I need Diggs to get like a little bit more, and I need Josh Allen. Oh, he's thrown for 2 touchdowns. I need him to throw for literally one more touchdown. Oh no, it's a parlay. I need that. Oh, I need him to throw a touchdown to Diggs. Oh no.
I need him to throw a touchdown to Diggs. He's on my team on that deal that I'm with you.
Yeah, but we're not playing each other this week though. So this is my dynasty league though. I have. Go ahead.
I'm getting my butt whipped. I changed quarterbacks this week.
Yeah.
And put David Carr in instead of whoever the other guy was, and the other guy was Teddy Bridgewater, by the way. And David Carr got like nothing. He got nothing accomplished today. So.
Well, he got banged up a little bit too. So.
See, that's why I don't do the fantasy football thing like a religion. I can't buy into it that hard because it irritates me.
You would
make the wrong move.
No, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you would actually be fun to have in the next dynasty league we have, because that one is like, you don't redraft every single year. So you would do the one draft, like say you would do the one draft in the one show with us, and then the only thing you do every year is your rookie draft. So every time a rookie, like the actual draft goes on, you look at all the offensive weapons that got drafted, and they, you rank them and stuff like that, and you draft them every year. That's it. So all of a sudden, if you were like, you know what, I want Mike Evans and I want Chris Godwin kind of thing. As long as you had a respectable pick and for the fantasy draft, you can grab them and just sit them on your damn team and just let it go.
Wow.
Because I've even said on the Saturday show, because I had to do it by myself. Alex wasn't feeling good. He did like 5 hours with Johnny. Johnny, like, woke up in the morning and his throat was sore, and he's like, I'm sick. And I'm like, you bastard. No, I'm just kidding. But I even said for Dynasty, there's 2 types of players usually, because I'm in a couple of different leagues. There's people who, like me, I go, if there's the everyday waiver wire, but everyday news type thing. If news breaks, you throw the person on the trade block and someone will be like, I'll give you this for him. Right. And then there's also players who, once they do the rookie draft, they don't touch their team until the season's about to start. And then they're like, okay, I got to drop this guy because he's injured, put this guy on the IR.
Right.
This guy goes on my taxi, blah, 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 blah. So I'm not going to lie. You would probably enjoy Dynasty a little bit more because you'd have to do just one big draft with everybody, have fun with it, and then you're done. Then you have your team.
Well, maybe. Who knows? I never was that engrossed with the fantasy stuff. I did it for 3 years and won 3 years in a row. Ooh. And then my ex-wife was in an office league, at her job at AT&T. Yeah. And she drafted straight off of the damn auto draft thing. And then every week I would go in and find people that she needed to add and get rid of people and that kind of thing. And she was winning on the last week of the championship thing, and Matt Ryan got like 195 freaking points for a 10 touchdown game. Some shit.
Holy.
Something that he would never do. It's one of those things where you had one of those game of a lifetime. And she lost because of that. But the one move that I made for her in about the 7th week was Danny Amendola. And that was when Brady was just bleeding on him, right? He would just, every time he'd throw it to him. Somehow that guy came up open, and I put him on her team and started him every week. And he was getting huge numbers. And then the week that lost the championship, like I said, was Matt Ryan doing something so unlike Matt Ryan that you would have never been able to plan for it. It was just
exactly. Remember back in the day when the Buccaneers had Charles Sims the third?
Yeah.
The running back? I did the same thing. Had him in a league. Stupid. I was like, I just drafted him because he's a Buccaneer. But he went off for one game that he happened to just be in my flex position for like 31 or 32 points. And I laughed because I had no business winning that damn week whatsoever. And I annihilated that guy. He had like Randy Moss at the end of his career or whatever it was. Like a couple of good players. And I was like, I kicked your ass. Also, just to give you a shout out here, Tim Witherspoon also said, I'd hold out for Gene Deckerhoff. That was to the comment, ladies and gentlemen, of who would you rather have be the commentator? Would it be Tony Romo or Joe Buck? And he just said, I just hold out. I said, screw it. Just hold out for it.
Gene Deckerhoff doesn't get nearly the credit. Well, I think he does within his little circle or whatever, the guys that do the stuff. But when I was growing up, that was the voice of the Buccaneers. We'd watch it on TV and we'd listen to it on the radio. And he just had a certain way about him, and you get used to that. You know, it's like mama's milk. By the time you're 20, 30 years old, that's who you want to hear, you know, because that's the voice. And you never get that anymore, except even on the preseason games now, they have Rondé Barber and that other guy that used to be at NASCAR. And they don't have the local dude anymore. Which unless you're in Tampa. I think maybe in Tampa.
Up here in Canada, I don't get. What time is it? Oh, I got 7 minutes. I can't say that. I gotta wait. I promise. I'm not like it's not Buck Report After Dark just yet, which I've basically taken ownership of. I don't care what anyone says. I am Buccaneers After Dark on Sundays. Basically, when it hits 10 o'clock Eastern time, anything basically goes, except for taking your clothes off. And no Gruden emails either allowed on my show. So
come on. Where's
no,
the fun in that?
No Pokemon either. We don't talk about the Pikachus and
Gruden today said that he can't remember most of the stuff he did 10 to 12 years ago. That's a bunch of garbage.
Now, some things may escape you, but most things like that don't escape you. Like, come on.
No.
Not like that.
When you form that kind of opinion about a guy, that's in your head. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
It's the law.
Yeah. And honestly, it's not like just because he apologizes. Like, here's the thing about that situation, too. Not to get too political and not to get, say, too crazy with that situation, because I know a lot of people are like,
that's
nice
not
here.
gonna happen.
But also at the same time, Chucky is Chucky. The situation was a long time ago. All right. The situation was a long time ago. Does it dispute maybe what he did? No, not at all. Does it? Did he apologize? Yes. But even say Tony Dungy tonight and a few other people said he apologized and he admitted to it and he understood what he did wrong. Accept the apology and move on. He didn't do anything with malicious intent. So why are we still talking about it? And I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
Because we cannot talk about anything unless you're slamming somebody. You know, Urban Meyer got off the hot seat because of John Gruden's 10-year-old emails.
Man,
and
I have got Urban Meyer's number tonight, buddy. Don't you worry.
That guy's the same age as me.
Okay.
Urban Meyer's 57 years old.
Yeah.
I would never put myself in that position. I might want to, but I never would. And in today's world where everybody's got a flipping camera, I mean, what are you, stupid?
Thank you.
That dude in Jacksonville that owns the team that has to pay the rent in that damn stadium.
Con. Yep.
Yeah. He how am I going to say this? He may not see it as like an American-born person would, I guess is the best way to put it. People from his culture, I guess, from India and whatnot, women are looked at in a different way.
Yes, I know what you're saying.
We do here in America. So he might give him a pass, but I would not be completely not understand if he got fired. I mean, you can't do that. can't
you
do
can't.
that. And
No, you
and you
cannot.
don't go home with the team. You let the team fly home without the coach because you got an ass whooping, and you decide to go to your bar and dance with some 20-year-old girl. What
No,
the
exactly.
hell is wrong with what are you thinking? He's got kids older than her.
I know, dude. I got kids right now too, and even I would never consider, and people know it. Like I say this openly. I got a hot wife, a fiance, whatever. You think, and people go on my Facebook and they see it and they're like, "Damn, you think I'm ever going to cheat on that? Hell no." Urban Meyers and some of these other football players and stuff like that are in situations with some people who would literally give you babies. Not only that, but also give you like endless love in situations that some of us could never even fathom. And you just want to go and, spank it away for, a music video fling or whatever the hell it would be. Like, get out of here.
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Some of the comments. Go ahead.
ahead.
Go ahead. Finish your comment.
I don't. It wasn't important.
Okay. I was just going to say some of the other comments here tonight. Definitely he gaining the confidence. Get better every game. Damn right he is.
Right.
Darnold is a blessing and a curse. I agree. Man, Eugene, that is a damn good comment. Not going to lie. Because we all, I'm not saying I hate the Panthers. I don't necessarily hate the Panthers. They're just in my division. And I hated Cam Newton back in the day. So like now I don't mind this team that they've built, but they're in our division.
Did you see what the quarterback did when he scored on Carolina on a run?
No.
He came around the end on a play. He did the Cam Newton.
Oh, jeez.
That was great. I was it's beautiful.
I think I got something in the goulash, which, by the way, we're going to get to the goulash in about 10 minutes. We're just waiting on one other person to join us tonight. They want to. What's that?
Johnny? Johnny was in there for.
Johnny had to pop out. I don't know where Johnny is. You message Johnny. Be like, where the hell are you?
I'm not going to
bother. I've also sent the StreamYard link to a few other people, so just wait on that. But Boss Man's going to hop in because he got a taste of what we had here tonight. And I literally just put one actually on Twitter. And then the other one you haven't seen yet either, so we're all going to do that one together as well. Brady called his injury. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump ahead. He's now the
Urban Cowboy. Urban Cowboy. Oh, Jesus. Brady called his injury just a basic football injury and wasn't specific about it at all in his presser. Yeah, I haven't been able to see the presser, but from what I understand, it's just.
I don't think it's a big deal. He played with it for a series, and I don't think it was a big deal.
No.
What was a big deal was Russell Wilson's finger when it was all cocked and crooked. And then the coach says, Carroll says at his after-game presser, I think he sprained it just a little bit. That's a bunch of bullshit. You sprain a finger and it's going north, south, and east and west at the same time. There's no way in the world.
It just little sprain and nothing. Hey, we're fine. Hey, Russell Wilson's gonna be fine. Oh my God. We should be more balanced anyway. Make us a lot less predictable. I actually agree with that, Carl Hardy.
There's two reasons for that.
Mm-hmm.
The defense doesn't get burned out when we're running the ball for 7 minutes.
True.
And if you look back to the beginning of this season, the Cowboys game, offense had the ball for 11 minutes and 40-some seconds. That means the defense was doing 3 times the work, running up and down the field. And you can't get production from a defense if you're going to dog them like that. And when you're winning the game, there's no reason for you to go so quick. But we couldn't get anybody to run. We couldn't get anybody out there with 2 yards and minus 2 yards, 2 yards and minus 2 yards. At least this last 2 weeks, Lenny's gotten out there and made some positive work.
Hells yeah.
Ramona's got that damn
Ramona. We knew Ramona would be checking in today.
That logo.
Man, can't believe Miami is the shadow of last year. That
come
sucks.
on now.
We were down by 7 points late in the third. Then props to the Bucs. He should win every game.
I was trying to make though. The third we came out. We were started at 24-17, right? Wasn't that what it was? 24, 14
think so.
Maybe?
Yeah.
So we let them get close in the third quarter again. Sooner or later, that's going to bite us in the ass. Somebody's going to catch on, and you're going to get a lucky turnover, and we're not going to be able to recover from that because of that style of play. And I'm hoping that it doesn't happen.
Like, I don't want to play at Cleveland. I don't want to play a team that is actually, say, how do I put this? For example, the Myles Gaskin take that I made. I really apologize to any fantasy football people. Like, I'm sorry. But here's the other side of it. All right. Myles Gaskin was not supposed to do what he did for running, which he didn't. He only had like 25 yards. But his catching, I did not see coming. That also being said, we need, like, the Buccaneers, they need more of that. But also at the same time, that might be our weakness going forward. People might just be like, screw it. Pass catching backs are the thing now. That's the thing that the Buccaneers are going to be a weakness against. So.
Well, and Tampa, you cannot run against Tampa.
No.
And so your options are then to, go 5 wide or whatever all the time. Mm-hmm. And you can't win if every time you're throwing every single play you're throwing the ball. I don't care what Tony Romo said, because he said that that's all they need to do. They've thrown 11 out of 12 plays. It's a great game, great scheme. That's a great idea. That's the only way you're going to beat the Buccaneers, because they got the best 7 in the front of any defense in the league. That's what he was talking about. And I don't know. If it wasn't the fact that we had third stringers in the secondary, if that was all of the guys where SMB was back and Winfield was out too, I think. Yeah. All those missing pieces, if they were all back in full bloom and working well and not limping on stuff, you can't pass on us either, because those guys in the end of the year last year, they had it figured out how to do the handoffs and everything else. Yeah. And like I said, I can't wait till after the Saints game. We take that week off. Coming back from that, we're going to be a whole different
team.
And
just spank everyone.
Beat them into oblivion.
My thoughts on Sherman was, even if he's 75% of his prime abilities, that's still better than what we've had. Yeah, like in the future, before, say, the three, I call it the three-headed monster at our cornerback position with the SMB, Jamel Dean, and Carlton Davis. If you would have, 75% Sherman to be like our role player after all three of them are injured, that would be fun to have in the playoffs. Thank you very much. Ramona says,
why did people forget that?
Oh, go ahead.
Why? I was going to say the Richard Sherman was a Pro Bowler every year. Yep. And the last year that he played for San Francisco, if you stopped the season when he got injured, he was in the top 5. Yep. So he's not lost a lot of step. That's the point I'm trying to make. People seem to think he's old and washed up. No, he's old and smart, and he's a little bit slower, but not so much so that you'd notice it. It's kind of like Deion Sanders. When did he lose a step? Nobody knows, because he was that good at doing the job that he was supposed to do. Yep. And I think Richard Sherman may not be Deion Sanders, but he's damn close. He's
close. Why did their license plate say Oklahoma is okay? It's because they couldn't spell mediocre.
Oh, okay. All right. That went.
What's the difference between a Texan and an idiot? The Red River.
Red River. Yeah. That one
That's
I knew.
Hilarious.
What's the N stand for on Nebraska's helmet?
What?
Knowledge.
That's actually wow. Wow. We have talent on the O-line, first and second rounds, last 3 years. Just needs to be coached right. The Austin Jackson one is okay. Your second rounders, maybe Austin Jackson was the second rounder. I'd have to. There's a couple of holes in your O-line, though, in my opinion. Rays was screwed. Oh yeah, I mean the Rays. God, I'm just saying, guys. The Rays are leaving. They're coming to Canada. Sorry, that's a. I know that's a soft spot for a lot of Ray fans or a lot of Buck fans. I'm sorry. Only reason Winston looks even decent is the team he inherit from Breeze. Yeah, Alvin Kamara is nice to have too.
Yeah,
Matt,
Alvin makes him look good.
If we told every team to 17, are you saying we will go 19-1?
If we held every team to 17, even the 3 they're supposed to lose that I think are going to be losses. Yeah, because you're talking 2 touchdowns, and in the process, we're scoring 28 to 31 points.
Yep, I actually agree.
Yeah, It's the thing about when you look at our skill players on the offense and Brady being who he is and his brain and everything that he doesn't get befuddled unless Belichick's doing it. But the most of the time he's seen everything that's in front of him 50 times over and he knows what to do about everything. So you're not even with the 03 Super Bowl Bucs. Brad Johnson was a team manager. He was like, don't lose the ball. Don't do anything stupid. Move the ball up and down the field and give it to Allstott and give it to Dunn. And we'll, make things happen because the defense isn't going to allow more than 17 points. That was the plan. If we went back to that again, we would go 19-1 from here, I think. The problem is we're not going to be able to do that every single game because there's some teams coming up, like the Rams took us to church. And so we're going to get scored on by somebody sooner or later. I just hope we get all the losses out of the way before the end of the year so that we win in all the right places.
I also agree. Look at all the DF these teams can score on anybody. I mean, yeah, this team is getting this game's getting a little high scoring here as well. Absolutely no Joe Buck. I'll hold out for Gene Deckerhoff. One guy who I want to get Gene's on here in the 20 Bay area on 98 Rock broadcast of the game. Speaking of which, I want to get this guy's take. The dude himself.
He's got mute. He's muted.
He'll be unmuted here soon. But the dude himself, I got to ask you, if you can only have one person being the, say, call person for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for the rest of the career, and you have to pick between Tony Romo or Joe Buck, who would it be?
Tony Romo, because we've already had 20 years of Buck.
I like that. Joe suck.
And let's be honest, Tony Romo played the game. Joe Buck didn't. There's my answer. Oh, and he concentrates on baseball. I ain't got no time for baseball, bro.
Well, I mean, you and Johnny Dean don't, but I mean, me as a Cardinals fan, even though we're pretty quiet and quick out of the playoffs this year, but I mean, baseball is still nice.
Yeah,
fun.
Awesome. Yay.
Yeah, Montreal.
How do you? It's the only kind of game you can go to where you spend $50 to get a seat, and then you spend $20 on a hot dog and a beer.
Yeah, hot dog.
And the game is so exciting that you take a nap for 3 innings and still manage to wake up and have something to watch.
It's like NASCAR.
No, NASCAR at least they break stuff every once in a while.
Well, yeah.
Yes, and they crash. But in baseball, are some of the next gen stats like how many times they scratch their balls or spit? Is that like a next gen thing?
For sure.
And here's the thing. It's the only sport I know where they stand around 90% of the time and still need to take a timeout.
Right?
Very true.
What was it that Barry Bonds used to say that traveling in baseball was wearing out his body? He's standing out in the freaking outfield. I mean,
no.
He only
Barry
gets
Bonds. Barry Bonds used to say, "Stop sticking it in my arm, stick it in my foot. They're gonna see."
Oh, that okay. I
wasn't
going that way. At least you didn't say stick it in my because I.
Hey, welcome to the 10 o'clock after dark Buck report version of the show. We're allowed to be a little bit us. I guess
my mother used to say people who curse a lot were lazy speakers, that they didn't have vocabulary.
They're highly intelligent, I think. Probably.
We have one word that can mean anything. It's a 7-category word. It's a noun or verb, adverb, adjective.
It's a person, place, or thing.
Person, place, or thing. All right. Since I got the dude here, I wanted to start a couple of these. Start off with this, because first of all, this just needs to be said.
Stupid Bucs fans say.
And no, that one actually needed to stay there because this dumb son of a gun. Oh, look. Brady got lucky.
What the hell?
Again. What are we even talking about at this point?
I mean,
what are we doing?
Hey, dude, you wanted attention. You got it.
You got attention. You dumb son of a gun.
He got some clicks. That's what he was shooting for.
That's what Brady thinks of it, by the way.
Yeah.
That's what Brady thinks of it, by the way. You know what I think of it, by the way?
Oh, my
fuck,
Lord.
you make me fire the cannons. Oh, fuck.
Hey, there is nothing wrong with some post-game self-cannon firing.
Nope.
Especially after victory.
Hells yeah.
Hey,
So
well, I mean,
everybody
What-
in the comment section, put down hashtag goulash if you're with us. We're going to start opening it up here pretty soon. Keith, the dude, what did you say?
we're 1 hour and 48 minutes away from Victory Monday.
Damn rights, buddy.
Oh, let's not try to get there.
Swagger.
Swagger. Matt, I need you to dance with me. Swagger.
No.
All right.
Hey, Matt can do the electric slide. I know he can.
No, I can't. I never learned that. It was very popular, but I never learned it.
He knows the
I
wall.
don't do boot scoot boogie either.
I can do boot
stupid
scoot boogie.
line dancing.
I can do. Are you kidding me? Out in the country where it's home. It's home. Love the crap out of that song.
Oh, my Lord.
I cannot wait till this show is actually done now so I can go jam the crap out of that right in my fiance's ear. And she'd be like, what the hell? The kids are sleeping. And I'd be like, it's gonna let us down. Anyways.
Hey, you know what I smell?
Yep.
I smell the distinct manly musk of Rick Hughes. I can almost guarantee Rick Hughes is on his way.
Is he?
Oh,
Is he
my.
on his
Dare I
way?
say? Dare I say he's coming?
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Is that
hey,
why he's
that's
not?
way
Is
too
that
much
why he's not in the
information.
lobby? Is he just
On the
watching?
show.
Yeah.
Is he watching me and Matt
Yeah.
with our beards? And he's just like,
Yeah. He's got that midterm goatee thing going on. So, you know, he's almost growing one, and then he cuts it off.
That we were doing against the spread, and the guy came on with a mustache, and as soon as he came on, I was like doing this, and Rick's like, yeah, stop that. I'm like, it's not a shot at you. If anything, I'm flexing on the guy with the mustache, but also it's like trying to get my mustache all nice and nice and good.
Well, Rick is the
We gotta
evil
get you
Rick
some
right now.
decorations for your beard, man.
Buddy, Christmas. I got some Halloween decorations coming in for sure. But
Some glitter?
No, that's Christmas time. I got it, but the glitter will be hard. It'll stay for like years. That's like craft aids, man. You got to understand, it never leaves. Like,
Okay.
You bring glitter in your house. You can vacuum. You can scrub. You can do anything you want. You're gonna find glitter somewhere at some point on your sock, on your hair. It doesn't matter.
Right, but if you wear it on your beard and come in the house, right, it gets everywhere. Down the road, your wife can never say, "I found glitter. Were you at the strip club?" No, that was from my beard. Remember? Yeah.
Okay, stop. She won't.
Now you're letting out all the secrets.
Yeah.
Now you're
I don't
letting
think
out
it's
all
a
the-
secret.
Now,
I think it's
stop
just a hill. I think it's a hill they don't want to die on.
You know what else isn't a secret there, Mr. Dude? The fact that ATS wins is a company that is kicking some major ass. That's right, attention sports bettors. Today's sponsor, ATS Wins, a company with a 30-year track record of sports betting success, is giving our fans the best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football matchup between the Colts and the Ravens, and they strongly advise everyone to bet it tonight because tomorrow they predict the line will move against them. That's right. Get the right bet at the right price tonight by texting Bucs to 828-800-WINS. That's 828-800-9467. Again, Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. And get ATS Wins best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. No obligation. No. Just a winner you can bank on, ladies and gentlemen. ATS
and they did wins. They're
Damn right they do.
Dude, did anybody else get the visual when Andrew's doing that readout? Did anybody get a visual of that guy who used to sell the sham wow?
No.
You're going to love my nuts. Watch this. One slap, your nuts. All of a sudden, you can put them on a cake. 3 snaps, all of a sudden, it's a nice little dessert for your yogurt. Absolutely fantastic. You like cocaine? Check this out. 1 smack, you can do it for your whole entire house guest. 3 smacks, you can sell it for your entire house guest. I got everything you need here.
It's made in Germany, so you know it's good.
Yeah, that was always, that's the one that got me. But that guy made millions, you know?
You're damn right. And
he could be just as dumb as he wanted to for 3 minutes.
Don't you bite me. Anyway, before I get way too carried away. Like I don't want to get fired before the goulash starts. So let's just start off with this. They got
Where's
some brilliant
Ricky Hughes?
things. Rick, oh, he's coming. Don't you worry.
Ski.
But I gotta tell you guys, 4th and goal, they meet at the 2-yard line.
All
Does
stat.
A-Train score?
All stat.
All day.
All stat. Anybody in the comment section is all stat? Is all stat scoring? I'd say it's obviously close, and it would be fun to see them just go boom. But I'm still taking all stat at the 2-yard.
The
My
velocity
thing
of that 240-pound guy coming at Singletary, the velocity is going to win against the number 50.
And my thing is that Singletary had all of his strength from the waist up, a lot of it. And Allstott is just his balance and his leverage. Yeah, I love Singletary with crazy eyes, but come on, this is the A-Train. The A-Train don't stop for one bear. That's what that thing on the front is for, to scoop it out of the way.
Yep. And
Now,
just blast him back about 5 yards.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I brought that up first is to bring you something that we have really started to enjoy here on the show. And I got something else afterwards, too.
I told you not to show anybody that video.
Oh, no. The video is staying personal. Don't you worry.
Okay.
It's the picture, on the other hand, that I told you not to show anybody, that I am going to start showing everybody.
I wanted to protect the identity of the sheep.
I know. Those damn. Sorry, Matt. Sorry. Anyway, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, what I present to you here is something that you asked for since episode 1, when I started bringing these onto the show. And all of a sudden, the internet has decided that there's not actually that many of these that exist. You actually have to go make them. And they actually take a little bit of time to make. And my time is valuable. And my kids love me. And I haven't been able to make enough of these. But now my kids are older. And Coco Melon and Poco Yo have finally taken over. And I have time to create this. You have $20. Build your Buccaneers dream offense. The rules are simple. 1 quarterback and 1 head coach, and no more than 2 for every other position. To give you guys a quick idea, the $5 for quarterbacks, $5 all the way down per position. Quarterback is Brady, Doug Williams, Jameis Winston, Testaverde, and Brad Johnson. Your running backs are James Wilder, Warwick Dunn, Cadillac Williams, Pittman Sr., and Lenny Fournette. You also get for your tight ends John Giles, Moore, Gronk, Hall,
Jimmy Giles.
Sorry. I keep screwing that up. Jimmy Giles. And the guy, I literally wrote down a different guy's name, and I totally forgot. It's literally in there, but I got to think of his name again. I'll get it here in a second for the tight end. My apologies. What's that? No, it's Obadvovich or something like that.
Oh, God, I don't know who that is.
That's old school. Old school.
That's back when I
for your
didn't
wide
use it.
receivers, it's Mike Evans, Carrier. And then I got just had to make sure because I kind of switched them on here. Yeah, Chris Godwin, Vincent Jackson, Joey Galloway. Your O-line is Gruber, Marpet, Jensen, Mayberry, and then Penn. And then for your head coach, Dungy, Arians, Gruden, McKay, and Weich. I have now created what the fans have wanted. You have $20. Create build basically your Buccaneers dream offense.
Ooh, buddy. You ready?
Yeah, buddy. What do you got?
You're going to laugh, but bear with me.
Okay.
I'm going to start with Leonard Fournette.
Okay. I knew some people would do that after today.
Joey Galloway.
Ooh. Okay, so there's 2.
Tom Brady.
So you're at 7.
Bruce Arians.
So you're at 11. Okay.
Okay. Who's the top running back?
James Wilder.
I've already got a running back, though. So back to why. Let's see. I need a tight end. I'll go with Giles. Is that Giles up there?
Yep, that is. So 16. So you got $4 left.
And I've covered every position, correct?
Yes.
So
Yes.
now
you
I'm
have.
drafting backups.
Yeah. Now you can start getting more offensive. Wait, no, you haven't picked up offensive lineman.
Oh, I haven't?
No.
What do I got left?
You have $4.
I have $4. I'll take Donald Penn.
Okay.
And
Yeah, you got $3. Hell, you can have John Gruden as just your offensive coordinator if you wanted. No. I said no more than one head coach.
no, he sends too many emails. I've got $3 left, right?
Yep.
I'll go with Chris Godwin.
Nice. That's a nice offense. I like that. We're going to bring in one other person to join this. The guy who we just said would be here. The man who gave me the show to have this type of fun. Mr. Rick Hughes. How are we doing today, buddy?
I didn't give you anything. My ass got fired.
Cat fired his ass.
I didn't want to be rude about it, obviously. Yeah. Now, Rick, before we do the nice big one, I actually wanted to send it to you as well. Phrasing, sorry. We'll get this one out of the way. The only one that you missed. A-Train and Mike Singletary, 4th and goal, and they meet up head-to-head at the 2-yard line. Does A-Train score?
Yes, just because he didn't go down, but that doesn't mean he's not going to be hurting.
Damn right. That's kind of what I said, too. I was like, they're going to hit, and they're going to hit hard.
Yeah.
Now, in regards to this, I know some people are going to say, where's Mike Allstott? And I forgot to make that my number one point. He is a fullback. So in this, I did not want to put him in the running back situation. So you basically you are given Mike Allstott on your offense.
So we have him.
Oh, so I get Allstott too?
You already have Allstott as well, yes.
I'm dominant.
That's it.
So, Rick, just to give you a quick little rundown on some of the names here. Obviously, we got Brady, Doug Williams, and Jameis Winston. That's Testaverde and Brad Johnson in the quarterbacks there.
Testaverde.
Testaverde, sorry.
God, you Canadians.
I know. I'm aware. And I think if you have any other issues with anybody else on the list here, please just let me know.
It's really hard for me to – let me skip this one because it's hard for me to see on the phone.
Okay. No, fair enough. I got you.
I will tell you this. Tom Brady and I don't care, fit the rest in.
Actually.
And I'll win.
I'm actually going to I'll send it to you personally as well, just so you have them, because I was actually very happy.
I'll tell you what. Andrew, let me come right back.
Yep.
I'm going to go get this on my iPad. I want to do this.
Sounds good, buddy. Sounds good.
All right.
I want to get Matt's though, and I want to get some people in the comment section too. Let me know.
Do it.
What would your dream offense be?
How much is Kevin House?
I don't have Kevin House.
What the hell? They're supposed to have a tight end.
I do. I have all the tight ends. What are you talking about?
He's very tight.
You don't have Kevin House.
But
so
Matt,
run down the list
I included all the ones, like I went back into the day. Why are you nitpicking? I did this for you.
Kevin House is a wide receiver.
Gronk. Ooh. Yeah, Anyway, Gronk is $3, right?
Yeah. Okay, so here I got you. So
I'm at $15. I can get I got
15
$15 here.
Wait,
I got
McKay,
you got
Gronk?
coach.
Okay,
Hold on,
gotcha.
listen to me now.
Gotcha.
McKay is the coach.
Yeah.
Doug Williams, Pittman, Donald Penn, Godwin, and Gronk. And if my math is right, that's going to be, well, let's see, 3, 3, 1 is 7, 8, 9, 13. That ain't right. Jesus, Matt, what are you doing? 6, 8, 9, 12, 15. Yeah, it's 15. So I got $5 extra.
There you go.
So I'll take Gruber because he'll seal the other side of the line. That'll be beautiful.
Gruber, yeah. I agree.
That's it.
And
that's
when
$20.
When ranking these players today, I was I did not want to forget any of the classics. Some of the older guys, obviously. The head coaches seem to just fall in that order. I think like we have those 5, and then everybody else is just like.
I'm just surprised you don't have Lehman Bennett and Ray Perkins in that list.
Honestly, like I said, I didn't want to start pissing off everybody, but
They're worth 0.5.
Yeah, they're paying you to play.
They're 50 cents.
Yeah, they're crap. Lehman Bennett's worth about -$2.
Excuse me.
And then you got Greg Schiano. What was he? -$5, right?
oh god,
So you can get an extra tight end.
You get $5 and you can get Jimmy Giles.
And a free Slurpee at 7-Eleven. Yeah.
There you go.
Big gulp Slurpee. Like we're talking like we'll like free refills for a year too, man. Like,
Hey, you want to know what's funny though?
what's up?
I remembered a tight end, even though he's controversial, that might deserve to be on this list as at least the one.
Okay.
That would be Kellen Winslow Jr. before he went all,
Now,
Before he bought the motorcycle.
and went all weird.
Okay, if we're being honest, when I did this today, I literally set this up and I had Kellen Winslow in the number 1 slot. And then I had to go and search him up to get some pictures, and I saw all that stuff come up, and I was like, oh, maybe it wouldn't be within good taste to obviously do this. So I took him out and replaced him with
No. I mean, good call. Definitely. I'm just saying he was actually, for the short time he was here, he was pretty dominant.
Yes, he was. Same with Dallas Clark. I remembered he was only here for a year, but I absolutely fucking love Dallas Clark, man. Welcome back, Rick Hughes.
Okay. And by the way,
that damn cat.
Oh, it's here just because I wanted Andrew just to know he's watching you too, buddy.
Oh, no. Oh, no. So I'll give Rick a couple of seconds here, too, because I just wanted to get mine out of the way. Yep. I spent most of the day thinking about this, and I'm spending the 5, and I'm taking Tony Dungy. I miss and I absolutely love Tony Dungy. And I'm also taking Brad Johnson, and it's absolutely funny that Christopher Cole just came in and said Brad Johnson should be worth more than $1. I actually wanted to put Brad Johnson at the $2 one, but Testaverde it seemed appropriate to put him there at number 2. And if I didn't put Winston at number 3, I would have had every other half of the Buccaneer fan base coming at me to be like, why isn't he on this list, Andrew? Why isn't he at least at number 4? And I'm like, well, he's never been better than Doug Williams, in my opinion. And our good old friend Matt from OKC will tell you that. It's the damn culture and what Doug Williams did. Thank you very much. But I'm taking Tony Dungy, and I'm taking Brad Johnson, so that'll be 6 for me. And that's my quarterback and my head coach. I loved watching both of them play for the very short period of time that they were together. So I want Mike Evans and I want Vincent Jackson as my wide receivers. Give me Jensen as my center. And that leaves me only with 4. I will take Pittman because the jersey, duh. And I absolutely love Pittman. And that means that I would be left with Hall as my tight end, and I am not going to have any issue with that. We'll take that. What about you, Rick? What do you got? You got a starting one?
Well, I mean, I'm taking Brady.
Okay.
I'll take Arians just because it's already a proven combo.
Okay.
Who's number 1 down there on the running backs?
That would be
Fournette.
Yeah, it is Fournette. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see a number. I'll take Fournette.
Okay.
I mean, I might as well go with the current team.
Yeah, right.
I heard they were good.
Now I'm at 10. I got 5 left.
You got 10 left.
Oh, I got 10 left.
Yep. And you already get Mike Allstat. That's already
okay.
That already been stated.
Gronk there. Gronk's at 3?
Yep.
Who made this list? I'll take Gronk for 3.
I made this list personally.
What were you drinking at the time? Never mind. Don't answer that.
Fair enough.
Okay. So I got 7 left with that.
Yep.
With
offensive line.
Yeah, you need an offensive lineman.
Yeah, go ahead and give me Paul Gruber.
Hells yeah, buddy. So you got 3 left.
And I've only got a wide receiver. Shoot, man. Yeah, give me Chris Godwin. Holy crap. I basically have the current team with Paul Gruber.
Yeah. you imagine if Paul Gruber could slide in at left tackle?
Yeah, right.
Yes, I can imagine that really well.
I mean,
I
how
thought he was-
ridiculous.
I
I'd
thought
say,
it was a guard for a second. My apologies.
yeah, I'd say, oh, come on. They can't get another, superstar player, but, well, who knows? At this
this
point,
was-
I refuse to make fun of that anymore.
Yeah, right. It wasn't making fun of you or anybody else at Bucs Report or like even myself. I was like, now the young crowd has basically taken over social media where they basically state what they want to happen for free agency for us or a trade. And it's more than likely going to happen at this point.
Right.
So,
Well, what was it? Richard Sherman said he's never been on a team like this with this
Right.
much talent.
damn right.
Yeah. I mean,
Now, Matt, it's a good thing
Yes?
that you just popped that cigarette because nobody else has
Is
seen
it?
this one. I said there was part 2. I did state there was part 2. Rick actually is the only other person, if he opened his message, that has actually seen part 2. But we did the offense.
Sexy.
So why
we'll do some D.
don't we pop off the D?
It's time for the D.
Oh,
You got $25 to build the greatest Buccaneers defense, and you must have 2 players per position.
Dude, that got a out of Matt. Did you hear it?
Yeah, like
because that's what it is, man. It's a
So-
If anybody
Nah,
takes
nah.
Gerald McCoy, I'm no longer speaking to you.
So to give
Gerald
a quick
McCoy.
list to anybody who's listening right now, going from 5 to 1, starting with the defensive tackles, we got Warren Sapp, Vita Vea, Ndamukong Suh, Gerald McCoy, and Culpepper. We also I put it as edge just to kind of make it a little bit easier on everybody here. So for edge, we got Leroy Selman, Shaq Barrett, Simeon Rice, JPP, and Spires. For our linebackers, we got Derek Brooks, Levante David, Matt Hardy Nickerson, Devin White, and Sheldon
dude,
Quarles.
was deadly.
Our cornerback is going to be Peyton Barber, Brian Kelly, Carlton Davis, Donnie Abraham, there we go, sorry, and Jamel Dean. Safeties is John Lynch and Antoine Winfield, Dexter Jackson, Cedric Brown, and Mark Cotney.
Mark Cotney.
Mark Cotney. Now there's a dusty one. Wow.
The longest tenured Buccaneer player of all time.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, I was actually trying to make sure that I got the whole stat correct. But yeah, he's played the most games as a Buccaneer.
Holy cow, that's a
Which
stat.
one is Hardy Nickerson?
Hardy Nickerson is the $3 linebacker.
Okay, so that.
Damn, that
I was
didn't
looking
sound
for him
good.
in orange.
He's just a $3 linebacker.
$3 linebacker.
Who's the top at the linebacker or the edge position?
That would be
Leroy
Leroy
Sickle.
Selman.
Oh, man, that's hard to
I know,
not take.
and the best part of this too is to make it a little bit more difficult. You have to do 2 per position because if I would have said just pick one, everyone would be like top line. They're like, well,
Right.
yeah, I wished that too, but you got to pick, 2 positions. You must have 2
What's
per
the
position.
$2 linebacker?
$2 linebacker is Devin White.
Okay, I'll do that.
I like how you're writing this down too. Appreciate that.
$2 linebackers.
Carl Hardy in the comment section goes, the defense, hell yeah, buddy. I know for a fact have called for this since like week 1 or week 2 since I've owned this show. Rick also was like, hey man, this would be a great one if we can do. And I tried to rank them as best as I could. I didn't want to start throwing in, like for the safety position, I didn't want to go in and start putting like Mark Barron or anything like that. I wanted to get a good mixture of all the different eras of Buccaneers players that we have had and everything that they have brought to the table. And it just so happens that most of them exist from either the 79 defense, the 02 defense, or the current.
What about Darrell Revis?
I'm not putting him in
Revis.
that corner. I'm not going to lie. I'll take Jamel Dean over Revis any day.
It's probably a
Just
wise idea.
Right?
At least the Buccaneer version.
Yeah, exactly. I should
Who's
state
the
that.
$1 edge rusher?
The edge rusher there? That's Spires.
Greg Spires.
No,
Yes, sir.
the one above him is JPP.
Yep.
And then the $3 guy, who is that?
Simeon.
Simeon Rice, yes. Thank you,
Simeon
dude.
Rice. That's the guy. That's the guy right there.
That's the guy.
That's that dude. So you got to have 2 of each position, right?
Yeah, you have to have 2
Right.
of each position. Yeah, that's what makes it
I'm
a little
running
bit
out
more
of money
difficult.
pretty damn quick. I can't do it. I can't make it happen. Let's see here. Oh, Jesus
How'd you like?
Christ.
I'm surprised nobody's been like, hey, Faubert, that Antoine Winfield picture is dope.
Who's
I
the
had
bottom?
to.
Who's the bottom linebacker?
Bottom linebacker is give me a second. That is Sheldon Quarles.
Sheldon
Okay.
Quarles for $1.
Man, yeah. Could you? Man, he was so good. I wish I could have put Barrett Root on here as well. A couple of players on this defense.
You could have, but he was 5 yards downfield being drugged while he tackled the guy.
Okay.
Oh,
There you go, Bucs fans. Bazinga. I think the easiest way to address this is to take the entire bottom row, and you're at 5, and now pick your starters.
Okay, well, go ahead, dude. Is that what you're
Oh,
going to
that's
do?
an interesting approach.
I mean, Culpepper doesn't suck.
No, he does not. No.
They're all decent, especially the Mark Cotney thing is intriguing. Who's the bottom CB? Is that Dean?
Yes, to Dean. Yeah.
Yeah, see, I almost don't want to take him just to piss off Johnny.
Here, keep this going for a second.
Actually, let's go with. Let's start with who do you build this around? That's where I look at it, right?
I got our run defense is the building block, the 93 and 50. That's the
not the
centerpieces.
93 with the smile, the 93 with the shoulders.
The one that's in the third $3 position, not the one that wants to buy a new Bentley.
Not the PEG guy. Yeah.
Okay, what?
No,
Sorry, what did I
no.
miss?
We
Matt got
were
naked.
talking about
that
that's
was
it.
quick.
I'm naked from the waist down. You'll never know.
Oh, damn.
So I'm how much was Devin White again? Because I'm
$2.
$2 and Quarles.
I mean, think about that.
And listen, the rankings on these, though I know Rick might tear the offensive one up. The offensive one was a little bit more, say, like difficult to try and rank some of the best ones we've had just because of, like, say, current success of our
I was
offense.
just busting on you about Gronk.
I know. Even me, I was like, should I
That's
put
the
him at
best
4?
tight end the Bucs have ever had. He just hasn't been here long, but
That's actually a very good point. Yeah. Though this defensive one, I think was kind of fell into my lap, except for like the tail end of the safety position and the linebacker position. Because man, I really wanted to put Barrett Root in there. I did.
Who's the $2 DB?
That's Donnie Abraham.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'll go.
All right, dude, go ahead.
JPP, Devin White, Donnie Abraham.
Okay, so JPP, Devin White. So you got 6. Okay.
Okay. Hardy Nickerson,
Okay, so you're at 9, and you're done for the linebackers.
Simeon Rice,
And he's 3 as well, right? Yeah. So there's 12. And you're done for the edge.
So I'm done with linebacker and edge, right?
Yep.
Let's go with who's number 3 in the DBs?
That's Carlton Davis.
Yikes. Well, that's better than
Jesus.
I know. Well, I'm thinking I kind of want Rondé, but that's a lot of money to put on Rondé. All right,
that's the thing.
Let's take Carlton Davis.
Okay, so that'll put you at 15.
All right, so now I just got to do the edges out here, the 2.
Defensive tackle and safety. Yep, and you got $10 to spend.
And I've got 10, right?
Yep.
All right, let's go. I'm going to shock some people, and let's go Antoine Winfield.
Really?
And
Wow.
when you've got two, when you only have 2 positions and $10 to spend.
I got 4 positions, bro.
Oh, got it. I was thinking he said.
So Antoine Winfield and Mark Cotney.
Okay, so you're at 5. So you got 5 left. Yep.
And all I got to do is the DT,
Defensive
right?
tackles. Yep.
All right, so I'm going to go with Vita Vey and Brad Culpepper.
That's not bad, actually. That's a pretty nice team, the way that you did that there. But you didn't take not a single $5 player either. That's pretty interesting. I like that. All right,
yeah.
who wants to go next? Rick or
Okay.
Rick?
I'll take it.
Okay. Go ahead, buddy.
All right. Vea and Culpepper.
Okay, so Veda and Culpepper. So you're at 5 there, and you're done with the defensive tackle.
JPP and Simeon.
Okay, so that's another 5, and you're
Right.
done with the edge. Yep.
Yep.
So you got 15 left
Devin White.
for 2. Okay.
Who's the number 3 at linebacker?
Hardy Nickerson.
That's what I thought. Yeah, absolutely. I'll take him with Devin White.
Nice. Oh man, that would be fun. Too.
Yeah.
Man, that's a pray for people at that point.
Right. Okay.
Linebacker. So you are at $10
10
left, and you
left,
got
right?
corner and safety. Yep.
All right. I'm sorry to ask. Who is the $2 strong safety?
That is. Give me 2 seconds. That is Cedric Brown.
Okay, and who's the $3? Sorry.
Sorry, Dexter Jackson, Super Bowl MVP.
Okay, I'll take Dexter Jackson.
Okay.
Oh crap! Hold on.
I know I made this one a little bit more difficult because
Yeah,
it's like,
you did.
damn it.
Holy cow, man. Actually, I'll take John Lynch and Mark Cotney.
Nice for 6. Okay, and you got 4 left.
Um,
You can have Jamel Dean and Carlton Davis at that point.
yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Current cornerback position.
Yep, that'll work.
That's a nice team as well. I like that.
Yeah, I'm not liking the cornerbacks, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
When
What
you've got the rest of everybody there, I think I'm okay.
Hells yeah, dude. Devin White and Hardy Nickerson would be fun.
Yeah,
Sorry,
that
dude.
would be. Oh man.
Here's another strategy.
Uh-huh.
You can do the entire $3 and $2 row except Gerald McCoy and pick up Culpepper and Shelton Quarles or Culpepper and an edge rusher.
Yeah, I was gonna do the entire the entire 2 row, other than
Everyone just
make it
hating.
Sue. Yeah,
Everyone
make it-
hating on him. I love it.
Well, I mean, come on. I can't. I wouldn't even put that guy at the $2 slot. He did nothing for this franchise. Nothing. Name a play.
He bought a
Name one
Bentley.
play.
Remember that
bought a
time at
Bentley.
practice? Remember that time at practice where he grabbed the kid out of the stands and danced?
I remember that one
Yeah.
time at practice. He talked.
That was memorable.
Yeah, talked
Practice.
all about Game of Thrones. I remember all kinds of things that he did outside of playing.
That's
but
true.
Remember when he
cannot
showed up
remember one
in like
Gerald McCoy play on the Buccaneers.
Remember when he showed up in like some kind of geisha gown?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also look at Cam Newton's attire. So
Well, yeah, but Cam is
Cam's
mocked.
Cam. Yeah, that's true.
Well,
What
so
about
is
you?
Gerald?
What about you, Matt? You got yours all figured out?
Yeah, I'm going to center around Vita Bay and Sue.
Vita
That's
Vea and
$7.
Sue. Oh wow. Okay, so your defensive tackles are taken.
7.
Yeah.
And then I got Devin White and Shelton Quarles, linebacker.
I give
That's
you
3.
your Hardy Damn Nickerson, and you don't even take Hardy
could-
Damn Nickerson.
I do. You can see the list, but it doesn't. The math doesn't come together.
That's
so
fair.
I had
That's
to make.
fair.
I had to do a salary cap adjustment. is what happened.
Good job.
He was
So,
a cap
then we have
casualty.
Yeah.
Yes, he was. And so edge rushers JPP and Simeon Rice for $5.
Nice
Cornerbacks are Davis and Abraham
for 5.
and for 5. And then
You got
what
5
I had
left for
left
the
was
safeties.
$5, and that's Cotney and Winfield.
Nice. Cotney and Winfield seems like that would be a nice little
Yeah.
tangent there.
I'm not willing to say that about Winfield yet. I think he's ranked too high on this because
Fair.
it's going to take more time.
I do also agree. It might be recency bias as well.
Yeah.
I did check a lot of other like rankings just to, like kind of see. I was like, should I put Dexter Jackson at number 4? And I thought maybe I would get a little bit of hate from the younger crowd. So I figured, let's just meet in the middle and put him in. So mine here.
I ended up having Quarles, JPP, and Rice all on the same team. Could you imagine that? It's almost like the team we have now.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Like
that's
if
a lot
Levante, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we decide we're going to come meet as a quarterback, those 3 guys can do it easily.
Yeah.
Rick,
Easily.
also, Carl says, Rick, you won't need any corners with the lineup basically. That
Yeah,
you made.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. I really do. I love the Devin White and Hardy Nickerson. I just just the cracking of helmets you would hear would be absolutely insane. And you know
And
what?
the
Like I'm
speed, the lateral
Yeah.
speed of those 2 guys. My
And
God.
by the way, I saw several posts today about where the heck is Devin White and why aren't we seeing him flashing like he had in the past?
Oh.
And it's because he's trying to help back there with he's not playing the same kind of position he was playing. When they get healthy, watch and see what happens.
Right? People don't pay attention to that. They just look and see the guy's not there or not doing what he used to do, and they don't try to reason out why. And that's where we get into problems. People are stupid.
They're
For
so
mine,
awesome.
for
They're so
mine
awesome.
here, I'm gonna put the linebacking core that Rick said because right when he said it, and I was just like, man, the hits that would happen.
Yeah, can you imagine the pain inflicted?
Yeah, and the fear, like that's just like Levante and Devin White are very scary, but those 2, like, they would bark, and I'd be like, I'm going home. I'm retiring. I'm not.
Yeah,
even hunting the ball.
and as much as I love me some Levante, I would have put I would have put Hardy above him.
And fair enough. And Derek Brooks, like I'm not. We're not excusing.
Where is
Derek
Derek Brooks? Why
he's
was
number
he
$5?
$6?
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
he's $5.
Oh, he's $5.
So my linebackers are good, but here's the other thing: the only $5 one that I am actually taking, and it's not obviously disrespect of you guys not to take him. It's disrespect that he's not even in the damn Hall of Fame. Give me Rondé Barber for $5.
He'll get there.
He'll get there. He'll get there.
I know he will.
Yeah.
But also this: give me Rondé for $5 and Carlton Davis on his other side for $3.
I think that's
like
how they.
that.
Oh, he was with Donnie Abrams, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way,
Yeah.
can I
Go
point
ahead.
out something? Going
And
back to
Brian
the
Kelly.
offense
And Brian Kiley, yes. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
about Tom Brady, and Tom Brady doesn't just win Super Bowls; he literally destroys franchises. And
Literally.
and I mean, if you're not sure what I'm talking about, he broke the Atlanta Falcons as a franchise. They're broken now, and it's because of that comeback in the Super Bowl. And he did the same freaking thing to the Chiefs last year. Okay, he broke that franchise. Now the Chiefs are no longer what they were. It's the same thing. I mean, he literally he makes a franchise and he breaks franchises.
Yep. I agree. Okay, hold on. Was defense? I need a defensive tackle. I'm stuck on this defensive tackle because I love Warren Sapp, but I hate Warren Sapp because he's a dick. I love Warren Sapp. But I'm gonna go with what's that?
And Ndamukong Suh is better than Warren Sapp.
No, he's not. No,
he is right
he's
now.
not.
Because Warren Sapp is
because Warren Sapp's not playing.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's fair. I was like, please don't start that right now, but I'm gonna take Vita Vea and Culpepper. Get that out of the way. And then for my edge rushers, I give me man.
Leroy. Take Leroy.
Give me Leroy and give me Spires. I'm gonna take. Or no, sorry. Give me Rice and Spires. Give me Rice and Spires for edge, and that puts me at 22. So I got. Is that 22? 18? Yeah, 22. So I got $3 left for safety. Just give me Cedric Brown and Mike Cottney.
I almost got
Mark
stuck in
Cottney,
that.
sorry. Last
$3. Put it in the secondary.
I needed Rondé, man. if he ever sees me and he sees the amount of like love that I've shown him and like tried to get him into the Hall of Fame, like he'll see this one day and be like, he picked me, man. Got
Oh
you.
Lord.
You know what's funny? Weirdly enough, Brady should be on this list because if you have a quarterback like Brady, it kind of puts your defense in a better position every
Amen
game.
to that.
This guy right
You
here.
better believe that.
Damn right.
Wow.
Damn right. Yeah, okay, so we're gonna get into the goulash today. Man,
That's
ladies and
it.
gentlemen, this goulash.
Delicious.
It's a good thing my boss is here because it might make or break me. So let's get this.
Oh, you got the boss and the cat.
Yeah, I do.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, let's have some fun here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Now that I did that, let's start it off with the picture of how I start off this segment. The one segment that became so popular that everyone has now decided to do it. All right, let's start off the segment. I miss the XFL. And sometimes I wonder if the XFL misses me as much as I miss it.
Hmm.
I do. It's just
I
a
heard they
small little...
They
What?
were merging. I heard they were merging with some Canadian league.
Yeah, the CFL, baby! No, it's never going to happen. Speaking of never going to happen, Dolphins fans, sorry. Tom Brady and the Buccaneers smoked Jacoby Brissett and the Dolphins.
That's not even
Brisket makes another appearance in the cheap seats.
I love it. Speaking of love it, it hurts to lose.
Oh,
Oh,
They
boy.
won. I know they won, but I just,
yeah.
That's this Thursday. That's who the Bucs play Thursday, right?
Damn right.
Yep.
And it's going to hurt to lose then. You guys know how I do it here too. I obviously come for, a few different franchises.
Yeah.
It just happens, and I decided to go after a few of them in order here. So let's keep going at the Eagles here. Before you make fun of a kid for believing in Santa, remember there are adults who believe in the Eagles.
Oh,
Nice.
and they boo Santa.
Right? Speaking of
Yeah.
booze, Saquon Barkley is just Carson Wentz of running back. Changed my mind.
Hey, there's some
Did
truth
you
to
see his
that.
ankle today?
Oh, I did.
It's just a sprain, though, apparently.
Right. Flesh wound.
Is that also what the Steelers are going from? Because Steelers haters quiet today. But that's only none of my business, I guess. Okay, that's fair. I give you guys that. That's props. But also at the same time, Steelers ticket price is so low right now. You can stand on the field with the coaches and call a play for $75. Look at that. Gotta love the Steelers. Oh, I love the Steelers.
And Ben Roethlisberger is washed up, yes or no?
Oh,
He's coming to the end.
I'm
He
getting
may
to
not be
him.
washed up completely, but he's
I'm
coming
getting
to the
to
end.
him.
TB12.
Steelers were forced to sign Al Bundy, saving their season. Just letting you guys know. I knew you guys would get that reference.
That is the
obviously.
worst outfit ever.
Such a horrible.
That's like a Pittsburgh Pirates uniform, isn't it?
Yeah,
It is.
I mean, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
The look
I
on
think
his
that was
face
Willie
is
Stargell.
great,
Holy
though.
Willie Stargell.
Speaking of looks on his face, when you could have just retired instead of being the worst quarterback in the division, Ben.
Is he
Yikes.
really? I don't think he is. He had a pretty good day.
Who's worse?
Nobody. It's him.
I don't know.
But I hear he's got a banging bathroom.
Oh,
Whoa!
buddy.
Banging.
I got an actual
bathroom.
picture of him when he retires. Look at this. I used to be good at football, you know. All right, Ben, let's get you to bed. All right, by the way, Andy Reid looks like the guy who wiggles his finger in front of a box of donuts and says, "Don't mind if I do."
He does, doesn't he? Twirls his mustache a little bit and
Dude, Andy Reid definitely has powdered sugar in the pockets of his
Oh,
jacket
for sure.
Oh Lord!
Yeah.
You know who needs pockets
or a cheeseburger.
or a cheeseburger or anything. Oh my God, get this kid a cheeseburger. I'm genuinely scared for my life out there. Zach Wilson on playing for the New York Jets.
wow.
That's not
Wow.
very reassuring, is it?
He's very scared.
Is that really a quote?
No, it's not. It's a
I was
joke.
going to say, if that's real, he's done.
Yeah.
We
Well,
went from seeing ghosts to
Right.
just flat out admitting I'm genuinely scared for my life out there.
I could probably die, sort of, maybe. Definitely.
Me actually watching the Jets for the first time this year. Oh God, it's atrocious.
I believe that.
Now, here's the question. Could,
Yes.
not that we want, so just shut up, Bucs fans. Could Tom Brady turn the Jets around?
No,
no.
he couldn't do anything in Detroit either. No.
Oh, I'm getting to Detroit here soon too. Don't you worry. But first, let's start with the Cowboys. What a cool experience! I got to travel alongside the Dallas Cowboys team bus on their way to practice this morning.
The problem is Leon Lett's probably in there trying to smuggle weed.
Oh. The Dallas Cowboys from 93 to 96, and then 97 to present.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Man, things really went downhill.
But is anybody really intimidated by Adam Levine?
I mean,
No.
I'm more
I don't
scared of
think
the
he's
junkie beneath him.
Speaking of scared,
yeah.
I'm scared. We about to play some real teams, and I know I'm scared too, baby.
Lord.
Oh dear Lord, the Cowboys.
How have they not gotten an endorsement with Lucasfilms and Ezekiel Elliott? He looks like an Ewok, like literally perfectly like an Ewok.
Yeah.
You put that in an email and they'll bring it back up in 10 years and give you a bunch of shit about it.
Yeah, they'll be like, how dare you?
Yeah. Keith, you just got canceled 10 years from now.
Sweet.
By the way, I think my biggest fear is randomly passing away while on the couch watching a team play against the Cowboys, and the first responders come in and think I'm a Cowboys fan, and they tell my family, and I end up getting cremated and put in a Dallas Cowboys urn.
Wow.
Literally been thinking about that every day, guys.
My family knows better. There would be no doubt.
Like I said, I hold no regard for any teams. I'm a Buccaneers fan, so y'all can suck it. Bronco fans, this is how you properly cheer for the Broncos. Lie down, try not to cry a lot because your team sucks.
Wow.
Yep.
I come for everybody, dude.
I see.
Speaking of coming for everybody, let's have another look at the situation in the
Oh.
NFC West.
It's a cluster.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of kangaroos. Like I said, it only gets worse from here. I'm really sorry.
I like that, but what's really awesome, go back to that picture.
Yeah.
One of them is facing the other way.
I know.
Yeah. Poor Kansas City's getting it in both ends. Kind of like they did in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
You know, 2 fingers up, deuces.
Oh, no.
There you go. Don't say
Fingers
what those 2 fingers are up, but you know.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, now you're talking about Urban Meyer.
There you go.
No. He's coming through. Don't you worry. Hey, Mom, look, I'm a 49ers fan for Halloween.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm a 49ers. Great to see these 2 young quarterbacks play through potential career-ending issues. Burrow tore his ACL last year, and Lawrence's head coach is Urban Meyer.
Exactly.
My heart goes out to you.
Yes.
By the way, I like to just randomly implement these new ones into there. Bitches be like, breakfast.
Wow.
Nice.
I figured you might get a kick out of that one. Getting a kick out of this. Oh,
I
sorry,
like
go ahead.
that, actually.
Do you like this one?
Yeah.
Okay. I got more that you're going to like. Don't you worry. Dr. Dre, Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, Snoop Dogg, and Mary J. Blige will rock the stage during the Super Bowl halftime show. And here's the I won't be watching crowd.
You know, the only one of those that really interests me is Eminem. I want to see what he looks like.
Matt, you could be one of the pictures on the bottom.
Dude,
No,
I don't care.
Urban Meyer
I
is
see.
definitely far right in the middle. Totally just saying. Urban Meyer is definitely far right in the middle.
Well, which one
That's
is
gotta be
Eminem then? Down there in the bottom right?
No, I think you were missing the point of that joke there, Matt.
Okay.
Matt.
It's getting late.
All good.
It's getting late. That's cool.
It's okay.
I got you. There's only one person who can save the Bears now. Get him in there.
Smoking Jay.
Peyton Manning throwing for 5,477 yards and 55 TDs is 10 times more impressive considering he did it with Adam Gase as his offensive coordinator.
But look how
Well, once you
pained
know
he
that.
is.
Listen, I don't think Adam Gase is a bad coordinator. I think Adam Gase is a really bad head coach.
Very.
I think he's on cocaine.
Lots of it. Speaking
he
of
says.
cocaine and Peyton Manning, NFL player literally snaps his leg in half, and the NFL fan just great. There goes my fantasy team this week.
Exactly.
No disrespect. Speaking of disrespect, nah, man, you just got to retire from football after this pick.
What the hell?
You just got to retire. Mac Jones, man, you just got to retire. Speaking,
Somebody should put that on a T-shirt, bro.
That needs to become like one of the what's his name? Jordan crying meme.
Yep.
That needs to become a thing.
Speaking of needing to retire and become a thing, breaking, Russell Wilson will be seeing his finger specialist today for treatment for his injury.
Hey.
You think I'm done? What's up?
Hey, everybody, real quick. Caption Urban Meyer's facial expression.
Well, before we do that, let's get to this one. It would appear that Urban Meyer isn't taking his 0-4 start too hard, or his 0-5 start now, technically.
Oh, Lord.
Oh,
I don't
Lord.
know. He might be taking it hard. I'm not really
Lord.
sure.
Oh, Lord. What about this one?
Proof that you can get laid in a pink shirt.
Urban Meyer just trying to enjoy a night out.
Yeah. They were trying to drag me on the dance floor.
I didn't know what was going on. Urban going to tell his wife this was Trevor Lawrence.
Oh.
Nice. That's a good one.
Only Jameis Winston would throw an interception, a 70-yard TD, and then fumble it all in the same first quarter.
Did he do that today?
Yes, he did.
Incredible.
It's a great time to be.
Wow.
He's like the Tasmanian devil of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
Speaking of blah, 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 when she goes home drunk with you,
Nice.
but then you see her the next morning.
Oh.
I like them thick as fuck, but Sir Newton, we can't write that. Then write this: the greater the mass, the greater the force of attraction. Thank you.
That's how you figured it out, huh?
Yeah, that's exactly how we figured it out. You think your life is bad? Some people actually watch these teams play every week. Just to let you know.
Listen, we've been Bucs fans. I got nothing to say.
You can't really get on anybody's case with that.
I got something to say.
Go ahead.
With the first pick in the 2022 NFL draft, the Detroit Lions select.
Oh, perfect. Ready for this transition? Lion fans right now.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Why Alex isn't on the show?
No.
Whoa.
We'll get him next year since 1958. No, I'm just kidding.
They were good for a minute. They got in the playoffs a couple of times back in the year.
What minute was that?
This minute. Ready? This is the closest they're ever getting to a Super Bowl.
Wow.
Minute pleasure there. A team holding a one-score lead with 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Aaron Rodgers with the football.
Yeah, no shit.
Rude. Also, just because obviously I work for Herbal Essences, right? 420th passing TD, and he does this. Absolute beautiful.
Smoking.
You know what isn't beautiful, though? This. Now, really tell me what Moose knuckle. More like elk knuckle here in Canada.
That is, dude, that looks more like camel toe to me.
That looks like the top of that looks like the story section at the top of my Facebook feed every day.
Oh, Lord.
There's always some like camel toe pictures. I'm like,
Yeah, that's just terrifying.
We only got a few more left here, but like I said, it only goes downhill from here. And
does he take the chip?
If you, hey.
Or does it just slide through that?
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of which, microwave heat the plate, my burrito.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Right?
That I don't get it. I don't get it how the plate can be like singe your fingerprints off hot
Yep.
And yeah, you get to your burrito and it's like I thought I was heating the food.
Bet I can kick a football over the mountains.
Clear
No.
over them there mountains, Napoleon.
Tom Brady is dressed like he's going to kill Roger Rabbit and the rest of Toontown.
He does. He looks just like. That's not a good hat.
I
That's
love that
bad.
movie, by the way.
That-
They need to
that's-
do more movies like that, where it's just like a little cartoon character hopping around.
He's got a
That's
little
where-
Skeletor thing going there.
That's where he hides his water bottle, TB12.
I really do apologize for the way that all the rest is going to be going here, but I want to be choked and pounded into the mattress and spanked real hard, and then called a bad little girl, and then go for milkshakes and burger and hold hands and have my forehead kissed. That's some real romance.
Huh?
Just figured we would throw that in there for tonight. It's a little weird. Speaking of weird,
Hey.
Disney proudly
Alrighty
presents-
then.
This is a
Deep
goulash,
thought.
man. Anything goes. Speaking of that, Disney proudly presents Bambi on Ice.
Wow.
Wow.
Cannot
But if the guy was a real hunter, like that mullet wearing guy that Rick turned into, all of that stuff wouldn't be in a prepackaged, vacuum sealed plastic wrap.
Well, they might do it at home with what they
We-
killed.
We call this deep analysis with Matt Colton.
There you go.
Losing my sight, losing my mind. I push my fingers into my eyes, or whatever Deftones sang.
Brutal. Three-way
That-
loss.
I
3-0.
wanted that one for Keith there. I figured you.
What's up with that dude's face on the left? It looks like it's misshapen.
No, you know who he is? That's Mini Me's big brother, or Jay-Z. What, Joe C's big brother. But we can't say what they are because it's canceled, midgets.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
we
right.
can't use
Don't even-
midgets.
You're not even supposed to say that on my show, dude.
Okay.
Hell.
Not
You
people
know that's
of
going to
color.
end up indexed.
Yeah.
They don't turn people. They don't get mad at people for calling the kid a mongoloid anymore. Can we say that?
Boom, ding.
I see your
Boy.
Panic at the Disco.
Wow. Am I going to get canceled just for sitting here?
No, you're a
Oh,
cat.
No.
You're a cat.
You're about to if you stick around for the next 5 here.
This
I
is
see
one of my
Panic at the
favorite.
Disco and raise you crying at the orgy.
Nice.
This is one of my favorite bands.
Oh no. These ones are about to be your favorite. I can promise you this. When your
There's
girlfriend
one
is
right
silent
there.
during sex, do the roar.
Yikes.
Taylor Swift meeting Tool, 1994. And this is where all of the Harvey Weinstein stuff first started to come into play. Speaking of coming into play, job interview.
No.
She, what are your strengths? Me, I fall in love easily. She, okay. What are your weaknesses? Those blue eyes of yours.
Nice.
Oh Lord, you're not.
Sounds
gonna
like
get that
something.
job.
Sounds like something R. Kelly would say. Speaking of R. Kelly,
Yes.
Superman saved
Ooh.
Lois Lane from R. Kelly, by
That's nasty, man.
That was awesome.
the way. And last but not least, Urban Meyer said, you know what? Fuck it. Apology retracted. I double checked my contract earlier today and it says I'm fucking awesome. What are you going to do? Jags fire me? Nah, I own this town. I'll be at Mugs and Jugs later tonight, finger blasting the first MILF I see that recognizes me. Urban out with the mic drop. By the way, Gardner Minshew actually commented in there and said, tell Linda at Mugs and Jugs I miss her so much.
Oh wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a long and nasty version of the goulash. There we go. All right. I guess we lost the dude before the R. Kelly joke. That's not good. That's not good. I said,
Andrew, I'm
speaking
gonna
of
have
R.
to cut
Kelly,
out
and
of
he
here.
left. Listen, I'm cutting everybody out because I'm going to get this show canceled out. So tell everybody where we can find you first, Matt.
On Saturday nights, 9:00 Eastern time, with the Miscreant Mayhem Show, me, Steven Glasker, and Teresa Baxter, the Queen of Bling, all be there with a little bunch of craziness going on and wanting people to join in. So check us out. We'll hit you with a link. You can join us and get online. Show your face. It'll be good.
Hells yeah. Thank you for tuning in and being on with me tonight there, boss.
It was a lot of fun.
Long
Rick,
one.
it's good to see you too.
Nice. Good to see you.
All right, guys. See you
Have
later.
a good one, buddy. All right, Rick, tell everybody where they can find you as well.
Tuesday nights, right here on Bucs Report, there's a show called Buck AF. That's Buck as, well, you can figure it out.
Hell yeah.
That's a whole lot of fun. We got a great new segment called You Are So Awesome. And I don't know if you saw that this last week, but it's a lot of fun. And then Wednesday night, I'm with Captain Caveman here. We do a little show called Against the Spread, and I guess he can tell you about that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't know if you picked some of the ones that I did. I know right now, I have it written down, I'm 8-6 right now.
I do not know what I am right now, to be honest.
No worries. I just know that last time you asked, so I figured I'd have it all nice and prepared for you.
Yeah. Showing off. Yeah, I hear you.
Thank you for coming on tonight, buddy. I know it was a long one. I just appreciate having you on here.
Yeah, brother. You have a great one.
Will do. We'll see you on Wednesday.
You got it. See you then.
Take her easy. And all right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Almost 3 hour show. I'm back on my platform. I love my platform. This is the platform that I love so much. I love this time slot. Get to just sit here and hang out and be with all of the fans. Do the goulash, which it was a long one because I added 2 weeks of goulash material into it. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted you to know something quick. This flippin' show was actually sponsored today. That's right. This show right here. I had to pull up the little read here. The show is sponsored by ATS Wins. That's right. ATS Wins. Attention sports better today. Sports sponsor. ATS Wins, a company with a 30-year track record of sports betting success, is giving our fans their best bet on tomorrow's night football matchup between the Colts and the Ravens. It's going to be a good game. They strongly advise everyone to bet on it tonight, because tomorrow they predict the line will move against them. Yes, so get on there tonight, right after this show. Get the right bet at the right price tonight by texting Bucs to 828-800-WINS. That's 828-800-9467. Again, Bucs to 828-800-WINS. 828-800-9467. And get ATS's Wins best bet on tomorrow's Monday Night Football game. No obligation, just a winner you can bank on. That's right. I did my reads for today. The bills are paid. The show is done. The fans are happy because we have won. Did you know I was a poet? Oh, you didn't even know it. Anyways, this has been a great show, a long show. I appreciate every single one of you. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to make sure that you all want to actually come in next weekend. You can see me, though, during the week if you really want to, at The Spread on Wednesday. I'll be doing a little pop-up show on Tuesday night as well with my co-host Alex Loosemore. If he's busy, we won't have him, but I think he'll be here. And we'll be talking a little half an hour, 45-minute segment about the different things I told you right here and how bad they were. So we're just gonna, I got some explaining to do, and I'm sorry, but I will get better. That's, as you can see, my board. I'm getting back into my swing of things. So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you tuning in, watching me talk about the Buccaneers win 45-17 against the Miami Dolphins. Your Buccaneers and your Tom Brady throwing 411 yards, 5 TDs, and everybody else doing a fantastic job. We had a nice show talking about, should we dangle that first round pick? We went through all of the different players and all of the different stats that they had through today. And we just basically had the biggest, longest goulash you could have ever imagined. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all again for being here. I hope to see you next weekend and all the other shows around the Bucs Report. Follow me on Twitter at Andrew Faubert. That's where you will get all my daily content. Or follow me and add me as a friend on Facebook I post every single time I see something, and I do not get muzzled, but I might get, canceled now because my goulash was a little longer than expected. But I appreciate all the fans in the comment section tonight. All of you. If you want that picture, I will be dropping it tomorrow when I wake up. I'll put them both on Twitter and I'll put them on Facebook, and you guys can pass them along, throw them in all the different Buccaneer groups, and start figuring out your dream offense and your dream defense. Thank you all again. I will see you next week. Let me get you all out of here so you can watch the second half of the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills, where the Buffalo Bills are currently leading 24-13. Go Bills. Get me that money. Thank you all again. Take care now, and bye-bye then.
T-minus 20 seconds.